Good morning. We'll give it a few minutes before I get started. Thank you, BB Nice. I will look for that email. Thank you so much. I won the first prize. Hey, I won the prize. I was the first one there. Excellent show. Excellent show. I'm going to get to that show in a few minutes as well. We'll give a few more people a minute to come in. Then we'll get started. Thank you, Queen Diva, as usual. Thank you for your support, your love and your support, sis, as always. We will let a few more people come in. I was jotting down some notes what I wanted to talk about. Good morning, Boss Channel. Forever Lele, good morning. Leslie, Karen Brooks, thanks for joining me. B, good morning, baby. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already done so. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you like the video, share it out. Good morning, Angela Cook. Okay, we're going to get ready to get started. We got this done. Because I forget. So what is really going on? Hey, CJ, good morning. So who are they to judge? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining me. I'm excited because I'm blessed, as some of you are blessed as well, to wake up and have power on and running water, food to eat, clothes on your back, you know. So we are blessed and highly favored because everyone at this particular time does not have all the blessings that we have. But before I go into that, the scam portion of it all, and it's so sad that you would even have to think or be apprehensive about helping someone because so many scams go on here and in the real world. It make you apprehensive about really reaching out, helping someone when the spirit tells you to do so, because we never want to buck up against the spirit, right? Or when you just want to give, even if you're not in the spiritual realm, you just want to give because you see someone in need. But we have to be very cautious in doing so. And that's the sad thing about it. Can you guys see me good and hear me? Give me a 1 up, please. I don't know, but it's like a glare in my eyes. I don't know where it's coming from. I have my ceiling fan on because it was so warm in here. But I want to say this. Please continue to pray for Nicole Tyler. She's back in the hospital. I don't know if someone could get her Cash App, but if my mom could get her Cash App or someone knows it, please drop it in the chat. Now listen, Nicole Tyler been sick for a while. And I have been around these streets and I've seen videos of people saying she was faking, she was scamming. And I was like, damn, why would you think a person was scamming when you see them laid up in the hospital? No matter whatever they said the illness was, you have to be mentally crazy to play like you're that sick that you're in the hospital, right? So perhaps you didn't explain your diagnosis well, or you put a little bit in it. You fudged it a little. Regardless, we saw you there. So she's back in the hospital. Nicole has a GoFundMe. She needs financial support, I believe, in paying her medical bills or for her sustainment of life. That's a fact. That's some person I would give to. That's a person I would give to because I seen her in the hospital. So I know it's real. No matter how she explained it or what you guys are trying to pick apart or say she's scamming or whatever, whether or not that's not our place all the time. Our place is to just to do the right thing. But here's where apprehension coming at. Let me finish with Nicole. So please continue to pray for Nicole. Pray for those who are in the states where they have power outage, no running water, and they are really suffering through these winter storms because they're not used to them. Now, I'm used to them. I have lived in climates that always, have blackouts, and so we're used to it. I'm used to it. So I prepare. For one, if you get a warning, you heed to that warning. So the warning was that you were going to have bad weather. So most people would have gone out and got some items to put in their household. Even if you can't cook, you can eat sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly. You could eat cheese crackers. You could have chips. You could have non-perishable items that's edible in a situation like this. That's almost common sense that you would do that. But when people are not used to it and they receive these little warnings, thank you, Miss V, and they receive warnings, they don't always heed to them. But whose fault is that? Is that your fault or my fault that you didn't heed to the warning? So now that you didn't heed to the warning, you want, now I want to back that up. I don't want to seem insensitive. I don't want to seem, okay, so let me just take this other route, you guys, because I don't ever want to seem insensitive, because anyone knows me, know I'm a compassionate person, and I'm an empathetic person. That's just who I am. But in some cases, I'm not. And I don't know why I felt a certain way, because people are so quick to talk about someone who we seen lay up in the hospital. We know they are facing some type of illness, and we doubt what they say, but we're so quick to be compassionate and empathetic for a person who's not in that predicament, but just because they got a power outage. Mm-hmm. They have a power outage and no running water. That's serious. That's real serious. It can also be deadly, like I said yesterday, depending on the situation. You only could survive so long. But we know we have seen homeless people. And I just have to be honest. We have seen homeless people sleeping on the street. And they survived. Because somewhere deep down inside them, they have a survival instinct, even out in the cold. And that's a sad situation. But those are true homeless people. So some of these people could weather the storm, but it may be easy. And Lord, here I go. I may step on something. It might be easy for a person to come on here and tell you what's going on and you be sympathetic or empathetic. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. They called me, and they be on these YouTube streets. Yeah, I don't know if they be all around, but they on the YouTube streets. And they said they had heard someone speaking, and that that person, they felt really bad for that person because that person was in need. And they start telling me about the person. I didn't see the video. Some channels I don't frequent. Good morning, Bench Thinker. I didn't see the video. But when they start talking to me, I started to try to break this down because I know it's so much scamming going on. And it doesn't matter. Everyone uses a situation to scam. Even the government, the grocery stores, price gouging. That's scamming. Price gouging. To take advantage of a person. And that's what they do. They see the opportunity. So they always talking about, Nicole, she ain't sick, and they wasn't, people won't give to the GoFundMe. And I thought I saw her sick. That would be a person that I would support most likely than someone who's talking on a cell phone, and just saying what's going on with them. Someone who appears to be healthy It would be hard for me. It would be easier for me to support Nicole, not to diminish what people are going through, because I've been there, so I can talk about it. I've been there with three little children, and praise God, we survived. I did what was necessary to prepare for me and my children, my family, my husband, I did what was necessary for us to survive. And we have been without power for at least 5 days. It was so cold that my family and I took the mattress off of our beds and went in front of the fireplace and bundled up there. We ate cereal and different things because I went into a survival mode. We ate sandwich. I did what I had to do to survive and for my children to survive whatever we were going through, right? That's just me, because I heard the warning. I didn't ignore the warning. And I knew the state that I lived in, that it happened quite often. It wasn't my first power outage. It was one of many. But I'm not telling people to be like me, and I'm not downplaying what they went through if they weren't prepared. But I'm just saying that so many people scam here. We find out that you help someone out of the kindness of your heart, because you are a passionate and empathetic person. You see where they at and you want to be of help. But then you have to think about it. Shortly after, we find out that they were scamming, or people said they were scamming. So that makes you apprehensive to help someone. You don't want to help because you're so afraid. So when my friend was talking to me yesterday and she was saying, I felt so bad, I just want to send these people something and send them some money or something. And I said, well, let me ask you a couple of questions. One, if you have a power outage and no one is mobile basically in the area, no delivery services, what would Cash App do? What would Super Chats do? I'm just wondering. And I'm gonna drop the link for you guys to help me out. So what would that do if I sent you a Cash App, if you can't go anywhere and buy any food? So she said, well, maybe I could just send some groceries. I can send some. I said, okay, you send someone groceries, but you don't know what they eat. You can't contact them to see what will be items for you to send. And if no one's moving about, who's going to deliver the groceries? If you can't get Uber, Lyft, or anyone, or these grocery stores, if it's that bad, who's going to deliver the groceries? And she said, well, oh, that's right. She said, oh, I never thought about it. And I was saying, so now, if you can't move about and you have no food, and I pray that this is not the case, that these people have no food to eat, no water to drink. No, I pray that's not the case, because it's a little deeper then, right? But what will your money do? What will you giving a person money going to do? I just need somebody to help me out because I don't understand. But perhaps I'm missing something and you can help me understand. What is me Cash Apping you $50 gonna do if you can't order food to eat, you can't go out to eat, there's no stores open, or perhaps you can go to the corner store, I can see, and you could pick up chips or whatever is available to you. And I'm sure the prices are much higher because it's called price gouging. People take advantage when situations like this happen. When little disasters happen, people take advantage of it. It may be price gouging, but you do what you have to do to survive. If you have to pay $5 for a bag of chips that only $1, you just have to do it to make sure you get something to eat. It is what it is. But I need help because I don't understand what will I do? How would it benefit you if I Cash App you? Because I just need to understand that. And then you get people who I saw in different chats saying different things. I don't care who the person is. If they in need, they in need. I am a compassionate, empathetic person. So if they're in need, I will give. But then you can't get mad at the person who says they don't give a damn. I don't care all the foul shit these people did and said and da-da-da-da, and they not compassionate towards, you can't get mad at them. You can't. I was wondering, how could you be so cold? This was me. How could you be so cold? Somebody's in need, but then I thought about it. Some of these people have done some mean, nasty, malicious, vile, hateful things to other people. I'm talking about here on here. So you can't expect everyone to be compassionate, empathetic, to want to help that person. You just can't expect that because you don't know what they have done to that person to make them have this dislike or disdain or this empty feeling. They just don't give a damn. You can't blame that person. You don't want to be that person, but you really can't blame that person because perhaps you didn't experience the pain that they felt when things was going on. So we can't expect them to be all giddy and happy and want to extend a helping hand to these people. But like I said, I just need to know, what are all these cash apps going to do for people and super chats or however they get in finances if they can't get anyone to come get them and take them somewhere, or if they can't walk to a store, if they can't purchase something, or the shelves are completely empty? What is your money going to do for them? But so let's say you give $50. You give $50. 10 people give $50. Help correct me if I'm wrong. That's $500. So you got 100 people who give $50. Isn't that 5,000? Am I right? 5,000? 5,000, right? What is that going to do for a person that has no utilization of power, vehicles, transportation, stores, doesn't have any things on the shelf? What is that 5,000 going to do for them at that particular moment? Now, when it's all said and done, they're $5,000 richer. I'm just saying. I'm not being nasty. I'm not being malicious. I'm not being rude. I'm not being incompassionate or uncompassionate, or I'm not being, not empathetic. I'm just telling you what a fact is. So when that person and I was talking and we broke that down, they said, yeah. She said, damn, I never thought of that. I said, I just want somebody to help me out because maybe I'm missing something. Good morning, Life with Jamila. Miss T, you aren't missing a thing. Okay, V, I just need somebody to help me out. What am I missing? So now you have $5,000 after all this, because most likely, in most cases, from experience, and I've seen most places go longer too, 3 to 5 days you'll come out of it. 3 to 5 days you would have survived it, and you would have been $5,000 richer, or $500, and you survived. You didn't get out to get the water. You didn't get out to get the food. You didn't have use of your cell phone. You didn't have use of your television or anything running. But now you have a pocket full of money. I'm just saying. So people are looking at certain people, and we can't say it's a scam. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm just showing you some facts. So I'd rather not cash app you or super chat you, but if I can, I'll send you some groceries. I'm just saying. I would send groceries, but I wouldn't give you money. You guys don't be foolish. And I'm not saying everyone is a scammer or everyone, this is a scam, but I'm telling you, is a quick way to get money. Is a very quick way to get money and to get lots of money, because we do have compassionate people here. We do have empathetic people here. We do have people who like us. And when something happens, they are quick to respond to make sure that we are okay. But don't be fooled. How can you really help? This is how you can really help. And I broke this down to my dear old friend. Now, you could go to Home Depot. You could buy them a generator if you really want to help. You could buy them a generator. You could buy them lanterns. I have the little lights lanterns, like the little camp lanterns that you could actually plug in. But if there's no power, what good is that gonna do? Because it runs off a battery. It runs off batteries. So you could go buy them those and you could send them that, and that will help them. A generator will help them. Food will help them if someone delivers it. But if there's no mobility in the streets, then how are they going to get it? Come on, y'all. We have to use common sense when we want to give so freely. You can give a care package. You certainly can. It's up to them to eat it. You put what's in there, and it's up to them to eat it. I used to do the little shoebox care packages and put the peanut butter crackers, the Vienna sausages. Hey, it is what it is. You know, nuts, raisins, stuff like that, a pair of socks, you know, and I give it to the homeless. Now, if a homeless don't want to eat that, that's on them. I've done my job, but I'm not giving you money. You know, like I told you, I came from a state where the winters were hellacious. You know, we had plenty of outages, and I prepared, but that's me, right? You would think some people would have prepared, grabbed them a couple of bottles of water, juices, chips, and sardines, whatever they ate, Vienna sausages, whatever they ate, lunch meat, bread. Well, you know, that's on them. You can't expect us to feel any certain type of way when you didn't heed to the warning. But now you want us to come bail you out. And please don't think I'm empathic. Please don't think I'm insensitive, because I'm not. I promise you I'm not, because I lived that life for many, many years. I've lived in cold states, cold states, where you couldn't even go outside for more than 3 minutes, where your nose would run and turn to icicles, snot sickles, or whatever. It was so cold that they sent tankers out to pick up essential personnel. See, I lived that life. I told you, we took the mattresses off our bed and went in front of our fireplaces to sleep at night. We ate cereal for a couple of days. So I know how to survive. You know, I know what it takes to survive. Everyone probably don't have those survival skills, but you should have the smarts to take heed to warnings, whether you experience them or not, right? So I never forget, it was storm. Oh man, we had a whiteout. It was cold, freezing cold. And I was driving to pay my cable bill, was getting off work, essential personnel, drove around the corner to drop my bill in the cable box. And there's this Caucasian man standing out there, and he knocked on the window, startled me because I was on the phone. Now the 7-Eleven was maybe 2 or 3 feet down. I would say the most 10 feet away from us, right? And he said to me, "Miss, I'm hungry." He said, "Can you give me some money to buy some food?" And I said, "No." He said, "Can you give me some money to buy some food?" And I said, "No, but I could take you to that I could go to that 7-Eleven and buy you some food and bring it back to you." He said, "No, I don't want that." I said, "Really?" Mm-hmm. I said, "Really? You don't?" He said, "No." He said, "Me and my dog, I swear to God, this is the truth. Me and my dog want to go to somewhere like Denny's and have a sit down hot meal and stuff like that." I said, "Okay." And I rolled up my window and I left. Because anytime you tell me you hungry and I'm willing to go over here and feed you, but not giving you money, then you're not hungry. You're not hungry at all. You was out there hustling. Some of these people are hustling. They taking advantage of this situation and they hustling. Everybody is not, intentions are not good. And I'm not pinpointing anybody because I don't know. It's several people out here I hear saying it, so I don't know. But they're hustling. It could become a hustle and a scam. And that's what makes you afraid to help people. Now, it's your job. If God lays on your heart, like I told my girlfriend, if God lays on your heart to help somebody, you do that. Don't let me block your blessing. Don't, but I want you to think about when you want to freely help people, what help are you, how are you helping them? What are the benefits of you giving them money going to do? If they say, I can't get outside, no one's delivering food, I can't get anywhere, our stores are closed, what is giving you money going to do? If you really want to help, you could send a care package, but people are so afraid because so much stuff happens when you give out the address. But you could send a care package. You could send them some lanterns. You could go to your Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever store you have, and you could buy them a couple of lanterns and packs of batteries, and you could send them that. And that will be more of a help to them than to send them money. That's just me, you guys. That's just how I figure. You could send them a generator. If you got it like that, you could send them a heater that's probably battery operated. I don't know if they have those. I'm just saying, think before you always think that you have to help somebody with money. Money right now doesn't matter because I can't get anywhere. I'm stuck in my house without power and everything. So I can't get anywhere. So what is your money going to do for me? I'm just asking y'all. I'm gonna drop my link so y'all can help me out if you want to, because I don't want to seem insensitive. But I'm telling you, you have to be very careful when things happen and you want to be of help, because sometimes it could turn into a scam and not intentionally. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Appreciate you, baby. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. I'm not lying. I'm not alibi. I'm telling you the damn truth. It doesn't matter if you send me $5,000 if I don't have anywhere to spend it. It doesn't matter if you send me $100 if there's no place open to spend it. The only thing you doing is, supplying me money. At that point, you're not really helping me. And I hate to say that because I know no one seems ungrateful for any type of monetary assistance, but you really not helping me. I'm just saying. So let me read some of these. Somebody said, thank you all for joining me today. Please make sure you hit that like button, or if you don't like it, hit the unlike, dislike. It doesn't matter. It's engagement. For those who are engaging with me, I appreciate that. Please don't think that I'm not a compassionate, loving, caring person and I'm being inconsiderate or I'm being insensitive or whatever. I'm not. I'm showing and telling you facts, what some people don't want to hear. Is a fact. If something was happening to me, please don't send me money. You could send me a care package. You could send me something to eat for me and my children. Or can you send me 2 lights? Can you send me some flashlights? Can you send me some candles and a lighter? And I could light some candles. There's all type of candles, huge candles that will even generate a little heat to survive. I'm just being real. It's called survival. I'm not worried about your money. I'm worried about surviving. Your money is not helping me survive at this point. Now, maybe after, because I couldn't go to work or I couldn't, I hit some financial snags or something, maybe your money will help me get back on track. But your money is not helping anyone at the time. I'm just speaking facts. Good morning, my love. So, Miss V, you said I'm not missing a thing. I just need to know. Kind of me. Good morning. BB Nice, good morning. Excellent show last night. I'm going to speak about in a few. Hey, Lisa J, good morning. Let me read these comments. Great topic this morning. I just wondered, did they not see the reports of the storm to prepare? Just asking. We deal with hurricanes and such. You have to be responsible and use common sense. That's what I want to. I kind of want to say that, but I don't want people to think that I'm talking down on them, being condescending, anything like that. But where was the common sense with some of the older people? Some of the people, I could see the younger generation, man, they don't pay attention to the shit. All they want to know about their cell phones and tablets and stuff. But where were the older people who have gone through something like this before? Why weren't they prepared? A care package, absolutely. Yeah, that's just me. It may help them later. People may have lost income. Thank you, BB Nice. Thank you, BB Nice. Like she said, it may help them later. They may have lost income. I did touch on that later. I did touch on that, but thank you, BB Nice, for helping me understand. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, you guys. So if there's stuff that I'm missing, please help me out. So you're right, it could help them later on. We got you. Many of us peep game. I'm just telling you, you guys, it's easy for people to scam and do all these things. We have seen it over here in this sector. You can't trust it. I'm very leery about giving people here because they do scam, they have scammed, and they will scam. It's just the nature of the beast over in this area. Is the nature of the beast. Even in real life, people are scamming now. You know, I remember when we were out without power and they had these little black boxes they were connecting up. You know, the electrical companies was connected for us to get power, you know, and stuff like that. You have people, they were connecting it, the electric company. You have people going around connecting them for like thousands of dollars. And if you suffering like that and you have a family, we had little ones, you know, hey, you paid the money. So again, they were scamming us, even though we didn't pay that price for it. But, you know, we got our stuff back on. So, okay, so thank you, BB Nice. I'm so glad that you dropped that in the chat. Shout out to your chat. Good morning, people. Good morning, 2300 Jackson. W, good morning. I think just like you, Miss T. Yeah, I mean, it's just me. Hey, T, my son and grandson lives in Houston. No electric at their home, but they're across town at in-laws who have electric. That's another thing too. Some of these people have family members that perhaps I pray that they could go to that have electricity. Go over your family members. Go to your friend. I know this may sound crazy. You might have to go somewhere, you know, a shelter. You might have to go somewhere that has power if you're going to be without power for a long, you know, amount of time, extended amount of time. Then you may have to go somewhere you might not want to go. You know, man, I got some stories. When I tell you, I got some stories. So I've been there. I've been to a hangar, airplane hangar with thousands of people from shelters and everywhere. I had to survive with them. I was having a mental breakdown. I told my husband, you have to get me out of here. I was having a mental breakdown. I was up all night. I couldn't sleep. People was coughing. People was stinking. The cots was right next to each other. And I sacrificed my kids. I took my kids somewhere else. And my husband and I endured that until we got out. I told him, I'm losing my mind. I was living well. I was living okay. I had never experienced that in my life. I told my husband, I'm having a mental breakdown. I can't sleep. You have to get me out of here. And finally, because of who my husband was, we went somewhere else and we got on our feet. You know what I mean? We got, you know, warmth and shelter and stuff like that. But I was mentally having a breakdown because I had never experienced nothing like that in my life. And I didn't want to part from my kids, but I knew to send them where they would be safe. And my husband and I would just endure, because we had to check on our home. We had to keep abreast of what was going on in our home because the flood was so bad that it was wiping out homes, cattle, and everything. And we wanted to keep an eye on our house. So I've been there. I've been there. So I'm talking from experience. That's what I'm doing. But at that point, money wouldn't have did me any good. I needed shelter. I needed heat. I needed water. I needed warm, you know, warmth. I needed food, but I needed a place. But you hit it on the head, baby. Good morning, Butterfly, Deanna Duncan, Kimberly Black. Good morning, love. Tiff Love. Good morning. Kind to me. Good morning. So I'm going to read some of these. Yes, it's cold and I'm in Ohio. Yes, we're just getting a storm as well too. So, you know, Queen Diva, thank you, love. It's really that bad. My son has just said no lights, going to his wife mom house. That's pretty sad. I know it's a sad situation. I am empathetic to the situation. I feel bad for people because I've lived it, so I know how it is. But two, we have to be smart. We just have to be smart. Oh, snow coming, yeah. Okay. So that's it. Now, what I'm going to do, that's real talk, Miss T. Same here. I have definitely been in that position before. I have. So I'm talking from experience. Hey, Jamila, baby, what's going on? We having an ice storm right now. And I pray that our lights and stuff stay on. But again, I prepared. I went out yesterday. Remember, I did the live and I told y'all I had to get out of here. I went to the grocery store. Plus, I made sure that I knew where my little lanterns was at and I had my batteries and stuff. And if you're in a cold area and your power is out and you don't want your food to go out, place your food in containers and sit it outside if you have a terrace or if you have a backyard. Sit it outside, cover it up, and it should stay for a little while. But I'm praying that they get their power together real soon. Real soon. Good morning, Dovey. I live in Florida, and for 1 year to another year, my closet is ready with battery waters and central because I know we are in the hurricane season. Yeah, you just have to prepare. Yes, I'm next door to you. Yes, I know, Jamila, you are very close to me, so you already know what we are getting here. So up north to deal with blizzards. Exactly, Queen Diva. And they're not used to it. And Queen Diva brought that to my attention too. She said, well, Tiva, she said, these people aren't used to this. This doesn't happen to. And I said, oh, you're right. I said, but Tiva, Queen, did they get warnings? Mark goes out to the homeless. They are in the. Oh, yes, Kimberly. I thought about that. That my heart goes out to the homeless. We have a lot of homeless people around. And they under the bridges and they're cold. And I often wonder, how do those people survive? How do they survive without getting hypothermia and dying? How do they survive? And they open up more shelters for them to survive, for them to go into. But a lot of people don't like going into shelters. Like I told you, I was placed in one with over 1,000 people. Thousands of people. You guys, it was stinking. People were coughing. They were dirty. We were on cots. I was literally going crazy, crying. I cried all night. I drank coffee. I smoked cigarettes all night. It just drove me crazy. And I knew that if I had to survive, I had to stay there until we could find somewhere different. So I stayed there. I didn't go out anywhere else until my husband found some place for us to go. That was dry land, and that because we were military, we got into the housing. But everybody didn't have that opportunity. But I was literally, you guys, losing my mind. So I know if people not used to it, it can mentally drain them as well as physically can. And it puts them in physical danger if they don't have heat and stuff. So I am compassionate. I do feel sorry for people. But I just want us to be careful because every, and I mean everyone, every one of them, every disaster, people have taken advantage and have scammed other people. It's just people like that in this world. It is what it is. And everybody is not going to be compassionate for people who have done wrong. And you can't expect them to. It is what it is. One thing we all could offer up, if we decide to, is a prayer and hope that things will get better for those people who's without power. Okay, and without food. Offer up a prayer. Prayer is very powerful. I believe in prayer. So let's see. Butterfly. Yes, you are preparing. The news gives us the information, in most cases, enough time to prepare. I'm just telling you, it does. They don't even have salt trucks like us. This is bad for them. Yes, they don't have it. They don't have the equipment that we have, and it is really bad for them, and it could last much longer for them. And I pray that it doesn't. Someone steps in and get these people the help that they need. But in certain areas, they're sending people from up north to go help them. They sending people from up north, electric companies and stuff, to go to Texas and other places to help them because they don't have the equipment we have up here. They don't up north because they're used to it. So before this stuff even takes place, we have dirt and salt trucks out on the road preparing, you know, getting us prepared for it. So I sympathize with them. Please, you guys, don't think that I don't sympathize with what's going on. I'm just telling you, I was having a conversation with my friend and I was telling her we have to be careful for, because everything turns into a scam here. That's unfortunate, but it's reality, you guys. It's unfortunate, but it's reality. Yes, T, the shelters are full. The bus rides around picking them up, but the ones under the bridges have a lot of personal belongings. They do, and those people don't want to leave what they call their homes. They don't want to leave their homes. They don't want to leave their stuff. Some of them just choose to stay out there, under the bridge. And it's so sad. It's really sad. We are blessed. We are beyond, we blessed beyond measure sometimes. Things that we take for granted, like the heat, like the light I popped on, like the refrigerator or the car. We take those things for granted, but we shouldn't. We never know when we could be that person without. That's just a fact. Even when you guys are on here I go, but shit is the opportunity. Even when you're on here dragging people about where they live and how they live and when unfortunate things happen to them, just know you could be the next one. You're not exempt because it's called life. Anything could happen to us in life. So you're not exempt. So even though you guys call it entertainment and gagging and dragging and fun, watch what you say. Watch what you put out in the universe. This could be well coming back to some people. I'm just saying, be very careful, because I don't get off on people's misfortunes. I don't. When someone loses a job, I'm sad. When someone loses their home, I'm sad. When someone loses their vehicle, repossessed or whatever, I'm sad for that person. Because those are things that we live by. Those are survival tools. Those are survival items that we need. We need our jobs. We need our homes. We need our cars. We need some form of transportation. Those are our needs. God said, I'll meet all your needs and give desires of the heart to the righteous. But we need those things. So when people lose them, don't come on here and make a mock about it and make a video about it. Because those same people may get back on their feet and start doing well, and you may be the one in need, and they may say, fuck you. Sorry, that's harsh. But I'm telling you, that's exactly what they may say. I'm not doing shit for you. I don't even feel bad for you. Hey, tough it out. Because that's just human nature. And that's the truth. So we can't expect everyone to make a great live bubbly video or be, feel sympathetic or empathetic for that person, for these people, for some of these people, because they have done dirt down here. I'm just saying, hey, Butterfly, what's going on? Thank you, baby. I'm just saying. I mean, we have to deal with truth and facts. That part of Louisiana I am at, we had snow 3 times my whole life, but nothing like this. Yeah, it's a sad situation. It's very sad for some people, and like I said, I will offer up a prayer. That's what I would do. And if I knew that it was someone who was really in need and I could send something to benefit them, and these people are in need, they are in need, and like they shocked. They've never seen this before. So if it lasts for more than a couple of days, they're in danger. They don't have the equipment to deal with it. But that's when your local officials and the president and the government needs to get involved and send some people your way to help you out. But it could last for 1 to 2 days, 3 days, or more. I pray for you. But if there is a way, and there's some way you want to help someone, go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or something like that and ask them, can you send them a generator, a small generator? Can you send them a battery charged lights for them to have? Send some candles, deliver some flashlights, and help them that way as well than monetary, because that's what they could use right then and there. That will help them right then and there. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, Paige, I used to live in Shreveport. Yeah, that's Queen Diva. Yeah, these people weren't expecting it. Miss T, what about those scared to send stuff because they don't want to gain or share? Because you made it this way. Not you have more, because people have made it this way. So now when they really need help, don't nobody want to send help because they scared they gonna get doxxed, or you're gonna gain information to their personal information. So now they don't want to help. It's so messed up here. It's so messed up here. And it's so sad that you can't really reach out to a person to help them. The only thing you can do is send them monetary gain. You only could cash at them, super chat, because they done messed it up. These people done messed it up here, that you don't even want to help them, that you scared they gonna gain your information. And soon they get mad at you. No matter whether you help them today, you may piss them off tomorrow. They're going to dox you or release your. So it's sad. It's very sad. And that's why people are apprehensive to help. That's why I am. Because I'm like, oh, hell no. Even though they probably got my stuff, I'm like, oh, hell no. If I send that, they going to have all my information. Hey, Mz.Teavalocity in chat. Some of the places have roads that are so icy that there haven't been many deliveries. That's the unfortunate part. It is. It is what it is. It's so sad, Jay Dunn. You right. Miss T. Right, Miss T, it's sad. Scamming has people afraid to help because people play so many games. I told my friend when she called, she was like, well, what you think I should do? And I just told her, you do what God tells you to do, what your spirit tells you to do. Don't let me block what you want to do, what you commanded by God to do if the spirit led you to do that. But know this, the area that we in, the unfortunate thing about it is that people scam a lot here. And if you are able to send them something in lieu of money, why don't you send that? But don't send them money. And that's, Are they making, oops, I'm sorry. Are they making deliveries? They had stopped here for a couple of, no, they're not. So, no, they're not. But I'm glad that BB Nice brought it to my attention. Oh, okay. So someone just texted me. You could send stuff anonymously. You could send stuff anonymously through Target and Walmart. They just have to pick it up. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the Cash App again. Thank you, baby, so much. Listen, she's saying that you could go through Walmart or Targets and they deliver it. But like I think exclusively me just said, they don't even have delivery going on. They don't have delivery going on. So how could they get the stuff? How could they pick it up if they don't have vehicles or they don't have transportation? How can they pick the stuff up? So you see, they in a dilemma. Is a dilemma. They're really in a bind because hey, no one could bring the stuff in. They can't go out and get it. And I pray for these people because there's nothing I could do for them. Because, like I said, I'm not sending anyone any money. I'm not sending anyone any money. That's just me. I'll try to send something else to help you. but I'm not sending. Did you see the Facebook post that the Texas mayor posted? It was very harsh and direct, but I must say it kind of spoke to scamming of it all and not to send people in need. Star, I did hear that. And didn't he resign? Hey, Bossy Don Diva. Didn't he what is that in for? What is that in for, love? Are you trying to say something? Are you trying to say something? Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Let me check this. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you so much for the Cash App. So yeah, he was really harsh. He was really harsh about, but you know, when he said that, of course, you know, that disturbed me, of course, when I read about it. Now, okay. You know, I have to think about it before I say things, you know, because people take and misconstrue things, and then, you know, they did. Yes, he said that. That was cruel. That was cruel. However, he had a point. He or she had a point. You will kick into survival mode. You don't always have to have government for assistance. That's our problem. We rely on the government, and I get it. The government is supposed to help us, especially when it comes to situations like this. But you have to do what you have to do too. You have to do your part to make sure you survive. Oh, okay. Thank you, Diva. Thank you. Thank you, baby. You have to do your part. You can't sit back and wait for the government. You have to think how you gonna survive. You have to kick into survival mode. It's a fact. You have to. Else you're not gonna survive, because the government comes late a lot of times. So you have to use your survival instincts to survive. And I know it. I did it. So it's not like I'm talking out the top of my head or I'm just being incapacitated. No, I did it. I did it for me and for others. I did whatever I had to do, you know? I put on 4 pairs of socks. Sometimes that doesn't help. But please remember this too. Put on a hat and some socks. That holds whatever heat you have in a little more, you know? If you could get to that, make sure you bundle up if you stuck in the house without any power and heat and stuff like that. And it's difficult, you guys. It's difficult. You just can't get warm sometimes. You just can't get warm. But I would hope it's raining ice now. It's raining ice right now. I hear it beating against my window. People don't like sometimes because I come on here and speak the truth. But that's all I know. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't say it any other way. You have to do what you have to do to survive. Jumping on live and making videos and jumping on here, that's not going to help you survive. And maybe it will, because BB Nice told me. BB Nice just dropped a nice little gem. She said it's for people who probably lost income, that will help them. Praise God, it'll help them. You know? But remember, beware of people who use situations like this to gain financial gains. That's a fact. That's just the nature of the beast. These are who we are. This is where we are. Hey, Miss T, in the conspiracy theory sector, they mentioned that one of their plans were to shut off the water and power. They called it a blackout. I've heard that too. I've been into some conspiracy theory places, and I'm hearing that too as well. So if we know that's going on, or if that's what we believe, then make sure that you just stock up. Do what you have to do to try to survive for as long as you could survive. Okay? That's all I could say. I heard that Sephora. I was in a live and they was talking about that. And it may be the blackout. And I do know people have control. Electricity is not a handout. It's a paid service, and they should make provisions for the unknown. Exactly. But like they said, a lot of these places are not used to. And I think Texas is on their own electrical grid and stuff like that. I think they're on their own. They are I don't know what you call it, but yeah, they're on their own, and that's probably why they're really getting slow response, because they're on their own. They disconnected from the other electrical sources, I believe. Somebody help me out. I don't know. Hey, mixologist, are you talking about the dude, idiot Tim Boyd, who now whining because they fired his wife? Ain't no fun when exactly. They fired his wife. They did. That was stupid for him, especially if he was a political figure. That was stupid for him to come out and say anything. But hey, I got where he was coming from somewhat, but you never be that blatant about what you really feel, especially if you're a public figure. You have to have some type of, empathy for people, and he didn't. So he's gone now, right? That's why Tesla is useless in situations like this. Tesla, okay. Yes, Texas is on their own. Thank you. They on their own grid, right? So I'm going to do this. And if somebody want to come up and talk about it, that's fine. If not, then that's cool too. I normally wrap it up within an hour. But yeah, Texas is on their own grid. So they will really suffer because they chose to be on their own grid. So it'll be worse. Yes, Miss T. What, baby girl? What you say? Yeah, Mz.Teavalocity. Thank you, baby. Situational disasters as such force people into real survival mode. I've been doing some things to maintain that I've never had to do in the last 20 years. It will, and they warning us, and we should be very careful. Hold on. Let me make sure this is her. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Give me a minute, you guys. Is that you, baby?
It's me. Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, love. Hold on. Good morning, butterfly. Yeah, so they are forcing, they forcing people to go into survival mode to start preparing. Now listen, we don't have the money they have. So they already got underground bunkers and all that, probably stock loaded, electricity, everything. We don't have that luxury here. But what we do have to do, hey, good morning, beautiful. What we have to do is do what we know to do. Start gathering stuff now that we know. But what good is it for me to have a can of string beans or a pack of frozen string beans if I don't have any electricity? So stock up on tuna fish. Stock up on sardines. I'm just saying, people may not eat it. Stock up on things that you know that you can eat. Crackers, So cool. What's up, ladies? What's going on? Thanks for joining me, beautiful ladies.
Hey, mixologist.
Hey. Go ahead, butterfly. Use first, baby.
Hey, I'm so glad you dropped the link because I had a lot to say, but I be
Go ahead, baby
typoing when
girl.
I type too much. So I been doing some deep diving on what's going on, and there was a lot of things happening before all of this happened in Texas. Like one of the things I noticed that people was pointing out how the Orange Man was flying out to Texas a lot just before he had to leave office, and then there's a big fight over renewable energy. And
Exactly.
there's a big fight over that. And I am a big conspiracy theories. And I personally think that they did this on purpose because this is a billion-dollar industry. And one industry doesn't want to be canceled out. So I really think this has a lot to do with them fighting over the energy use, the natural reusable energy and the regular energy that they've been using. There's a huge fight over that right now. And Texas has a big role in that. So I believe that there's a lot that has to do with why the company specifically that is in charge of all that power and claiming they're doing this for that and the third. There's a reason why they did that. And unfortunately, they are sacrificing human life for it. That's just my theory, allegedly.
No. I
You
could
know?
I could relate to that. And you
Yeah.
know what? And we talked about this, and I say this many times. It's a chess game. You will sacrifice some of your pawns and your pieces to make sure you win. So we are being used as chess pieces.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Exactly.
Monty Love. Go ahead, Monty Love.
Good morning. I'm not coming on the conspiracy part. I'm coming more
Me
on
either.
the preparation and the habits.
Okay.
And I just think one thing that you said that made me want to hit the link is we cannot rely on the government. A lot of the times the government too late, and we have to be self-reliant. We have to rely on ourselves. One thing that I'm a little shocked about is that we are in the middle of a pandemic and people are not prepared for anything at this point. And that to me is very shocking and very irresponsible. It don't cost you much to get a case of water. A case of water is cheaper than a Subway sandwich. And yes, that was a little shade. I'm sorry. Um, we have to prepare ourselves. You have to have candles. You have to have flashlight. You have to have battery. You have to have, well, if you outdoor grilling, you can't outdoor grill. You need to go invest in a single burner that you could put on a countertop so you could cook your food, heat your water, and do what you gotta
Survival.
do. Survival. You need to get you some kind of outdoor. What I have, I know how to kind of build it in my house if I need to, but I have an outdoor fire pit and I have 15
Mm,
pounds of wood just out
mm.
there ready to go. You have to be ready. You cannot wait on somebody to tell you your next step and your next move. And I'm sorry, I'm appalled that we as grown people don't know this. And I'm sorry, it's shocking. It's shocking to me that you don't know to have pantry food, that you don't know to have canned goods. I am not a canned good eater. I I would much rather make things myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I also know I need that. I know that I could
Oops.
go in there with a can of tomato paste and make a whole pot
Stew.
of soup with some water and some seasonings and some tomato paste. I will have some tomato soup sandwiches. I mean, some tomato soup and some grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay, I'm just saying we have to be prepared. Crackers, not cookies, but things that are gonna fill your tummy.
Okay.
And if you have a single burner with propane, you could cook anything. You could cook like you cooking on your stove. You might not be able to bake anything, but you could still cook.
Ooh.
Um, I
Good.
agree with you. We need to stop handing out financial
Yes.
rewards for people that are not showing and exhibiting good habits with that money.
I'm not giving my money to anyone because my thing is, in some cases, some of these people are full fledged grown ass women and men.
Grown, grown,
Men.
grown, too grown.
And they should know how to protect themselves. I mean, to each his own, but you have some people I have ran all around these streets, heard stories here, stories there. Some of these people are in real need. And because of the behavior over here, we don't want to help. Like I said, we saw Nicole laying up in the bed. We saw her. She's back in the hospital. But you guys made a video. People made videos saying she was scamming, she was this or that, because she had a GoFundMe. But we saw that. But you want to downplay her illness. But you want to upplay and have sympathy for some of the other people. I'm not going. I'm not buying it. I'm just not doing it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
that was wrong. And I think a lot of people forget that medical expenses can get very, very high. And a lot of people's insurance only cover but so much. I don't think it's wrong for her to give a GoFundMe when she still has children, she still has a household on top of medical bills. Like it is real unfortunate the scamming that people have done.
It's
Yeah.
you know what it's
Yeah,
about though, Butterfly. What it's about is so many people use the GoFundMe and abuse the GoFundMe. I think a lot of times people are tired
yeah,
of
no,
seeing
and I
that for
understand that.
everything, and some things you do have to plan for. I'm, okay, listen, I'm not in the worst of health,
Hmm.
but I'm planning for those days when that comes, you
Yeah.
know, and so it's little things you could do to prepare yourself for
I
when these
understand what you're
times
saying,
come.
Monty, but
You know, and it's
unfortunately,
to me, it's the
Let her
habits.
finish.
yeah.
Let
No,
her
No,
I
finish.
I totally understand what you're saying, but unfortunately, some people it's some people are good in other areas, better in other areas than they are in other areas. I don't know. I'm mixing the words up, but I understand what you're saying. Like for me, I know how to survive because I went winters without heat. I live in a state that we have 4 seasons, and our winters are our longest season, and they're the most brutal. So I've had to wake up and boil water. I've had to go without. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to survive if that situation was ever to happen again, but not everybody has been exposed to that. So to know how to prepare is kind of like asking them to prepare for something that they've never even been through, to even think outside the box to prepare for something like that. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree. I don't
I
agree.
absolutely get
Hold
what you're
on.
saying.
Oh, hold on. Let me tell you why I don't agree with that, butterfly. And it's all cool and
Okay.
dandy because people utilize the internet every day. You just Google. Simple. Things I
I,
don't know, I just Google it. What is a care package in the case of a storm? They'll give you 100 sites. YouTube will even give you videos about it. So
but
where
maybe
can you
you understand they
prepare?
won't Google that until it actually happens. What I'm saying is they're not going to prepare if they've
Okay,
never been in that
but this
situation prior. They're not
that
going to think, you know what I'm saying, 10 steps ahead if that's a situation that
that's
they
kind of
even
to
ever
my
think they
point
was ever
though
going
that I
to
came on saying no butterfly.
face.
We in the middle of a whole pandemic. At this point, it ain't no excuse. If we was pre-pandemic, I would absolutely understand and agree with your statement because how
Yeah.
can you prepare for something? But right now, you should be prepared for anything. Anything. At any given time, we've been going through it for over a year. At any given time, they could say, go in your house and you can't go nowhere. At any given time. At any given time, they could put us under martial law. They
That,
could do
that's, I,
as we see, they could do whatever they want to do with our
yeah.
electric in the middle of a storm, right? So why wouldn't we prepare ourselves? I feel like anybody that's listening to this right now that don't do something to better they position after this live, come on now. It $5 a day, a week to prepare yourself. You might not have $100 today to go spend and get everything you need. But that's the habits. Every time you go to the store, even if you don't need it, you get a case of water and you store it. You buy a bag of rice and you store it. You buy a couple cans of beans and you store it. And then you rotate those canned goods that you storing into your
Mm.
pantry and you keep it going. Butterfly. I'm not giving no grown woman no excuse or no out to not be able to take care of herself and feed herself and bathe herself and be prepared. Like you have to be prepared
I
for
understand what you're
anything.
saying, mixology, sis. I totally get what you're
A
saying, but
pipe bust
I just
in
don't
the
think
front of
people are
my
built in
house.
the same way. Like,
Hold
Listen,
on.
I
a pipe,
consider
Hold on.
myself
Hold on. Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead. Finish your statement, butterfly.
I know I totally understand what she's saying. I don't feel the same way. I'll just say that.
Okay, so
I
okay.
let's
just,
let me
I mean, I'm
okay.
not knocking her for feeling how she feel. I'm just saying I don't feel the same way. I still
And you
love her
have
though. She's
that
still
right.
my sis.
Oh,
You
girl,
have that right.
whatever. You better love me. Um, I'm just saying, like, for me, it's little things that has happened in my life that you weren't quote unquote prepared for. But when you are prepared for, it the anxiety is lessened, right?
It's less
So
than.
say for
Yeah.
example, the day that the pipe burst in the front of my house, I didn't know that that pipe was gonna bust that morning, right? That pipe bust in the front of my house. I had to turn all the water off to my whole house to stop the water from that pipe because it was the main pipe, right? So thank God we this happened during the pandemic. Thank God I had prepared for the pandemic because I had gallons and gallons of water where I didn't have to choose whether I was going to bathe myself or brush my teeth or drink water. I had enough of all of that. for 4 people. You know what I'm saying? So you have to prepare for some things. Some Everything in life is not planned, and we know this. And that's why we have to put habits in place and prepare ourselves. Know where your candles are. Have a lighter next to your candles. Know where your flashlights are. Have backup batteries. And one thing, take your batteries out when they're not in use because you don't want to corrode your flashlight
Yeah,
and it's no
Right.
good for you.
right.
So just little things like that, like knowing little tips to help you, through this. And honestly, what it really make me feel like is some people are just really entitled or lived a privileged life. And I am ever more grateful for my hood teaching. Okay.
Yeah. I get what you're saying because
You,
I was raised. My mother kept dinner candles because we went through stuff like that. So we always had flashlight, dinner candles. The long one. Um, canned good. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know. I get what you're
so
saying,
let
man.
me
I
ask you,
definitely get
lady,
what you're saying.
something. No, let me ask you, lady, something. So, what would you do? Like, if for people who didn't, because some people didn't prepare, what would you like, Monty? You just came up with a couple of suggestions and things like that, and I think we see a little different, and that's cool. But let's get some resolution. So,
I like different.
butterfly, in cases like this, would you prepare? Like, if you got warnings, say for instance, I'm just
Oh
asking.
yeah, we got warnings. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that
So, what
even
would
now
you
with
do to prepare?
definitely the cases of water, definitely the
Hmm.
flashlight and batteries, definitely the canned goods.
Hmm.
Um, definitely, make sure there's gloves, scarves, hats, throw blankets, things available that will help you get through the situation. I have this uh it's like a portable huge battery,
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying, in
Hmm.
case I lose power, I forgot the name of it, but it's if I lose power or something like that, I have the option of using that.
Is it
So
like a generator, a little mini?
yeah, it's like a little mini generator.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very much so like that. So, just little different stuff like that. Um I mean, Monty really nailed a lot of the stuff that you would need to get and supply stock up on supplies on. And you hit
Hmm.
a thing too where you said gloves, hats.
Yeah.
The thing that keeps your body warm is,
Bleach.
like you said, is the head, the neck, the feet, and the hands. Say, you know what I'm saying? Say you didn't have nothing else. Those are the main areas that you want to keep, warmed up to stay warm.
Because let, let me ask you something, Monty, because you were naming beans and rice and stuff like that, and you was saying little camper single. I get all that, but in case of power and everything goes off, Monty, what items? Because wouldn't you suggest like other items? What is beans and I'm just saying beans and rice could do if we can't cook them?
That's why you got to get that single propane cooker.
Okay,
So
okay,
you
I
could
know what
you
you're
could
talking
put your stock pot on there. You got beans and rice. You could feed an army. You
about. Oh
feel
yeah.
me? And so I think about things that's gonna fill your stomach, stick to your stomach, and that if you keep beans and rice out just a little bit longer, or if you gotta put it out, like you said,
Mhm.
in a Tupperware in the snow, it's something that is not gonna take that long to heat up and recook and all of that, right? And then not only that, like I said, it's gonna stick to your stomach a little bit longer. I'm thinking about things that if you had to go down to one meal a day, you
Mhm.
know, you gotta think about we eat 3, 4 times a day. If you only have power for 2 hours, you can't make all your meals right then and there. So I would
Mhm.
actually have some hard salami or something like that that don't need to be refrigerated that I could slice up and make little sandwiches with it. You know, cans of
Mhm.
tuna, cans of
Me too.
chicken,
Mhm.
Oatmeal.
and
Oatmeal's
you
another
know,
good one.
yeah,
That sticks
Something.
oatmeal.
to you.
So crackers.
Basically, you would go into your pantry. Anything that's
Mhm.
in your pantry, that's when you would start using your pantry items because you think your freezer food, you can only cook so much of that. You gonna
Yep.
lose some of that food.
Yep.
right? So
Hmm.
in the beginning, I would be cooking out my freezer. And then when it comes down to it, I would go into that pantry, you know. But you have to have a way to cook your food. That's first. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy to have the food, but what you gonna do when you tired of eating cold? You want
Yeah.
something warm because you freezing.
Yeah.
So you
That's
want a pot
true.
of soup. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? So I'm telling you, a little single burner and some
Okay.
propane got you.
Okay.
You good.
I'm gonna go get one. I ain't
I'm
lying.
gonna tell you
Now
right
I have a
now,
lot of
when the
stuff.
pandemic hit, I bought a propane single burner
Uh-huh.
that's sit on my countertop, and I'll do a short little video and show
Why
it to
don't
you.
you do that?
I
Do that,
will.
Monty.
I will.
Do a quick prep
Um,
meal because, excuse me, not to cut you off, because some people just don't know, you guys.
yeah,
Some
they
people
just don't know.
don't know
Yeah,
how
and
to
that's
prepare.
true. You do take for granted what you know and think that everybody know
Right.
it.
And everybody
Yeah,
knows.
and that's
And
just
here's
what I was saying.
and here's another thing, you guys. The dollar store. I'm not lying. I used to go in the dollar store and I used to buy that stuff, like I told you, put it in shoe boxes, Ziploc bags, and go hand it to the homeless. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of things there you could eat. You are eating to survive. You know what I
Now,
mean?
I'm gonna
We are
tell you
going
one more
into a
thing.
survival mode.
Yeah.
They got the socks there. They have the gloves there. They have the candles there. They have the wipes. If you can't take a bath, and I know this might freak some people out because we all know what whore baths are. We know what those
Hmm.
are.
Hmm.
Okay. The older
We call
ones of
them
us,
birdie baths.
we
Miss
call
T,
them the
I'm
whore
whore
baths back
bath.
then.
We call
Okay.
them
A whole
birdie
bath.
baths.
A whole bath. But somebody said, Miss all that, and Andrea said, the adult wipes. Start buying adult wipes that you
Hmm.
could wipe yourself with. Diva has plenty of them. We used to use them on my mom, and I have some, and I always buy wipes. Whenever you go to a store, just pick up what you can. Like Monty said, if you
Yeah,
have
keep
Hmm.
time,
white.
pick up the dollar wipes, pick up the adult
Hmm.
wipes, pick up anything that will help you. But we have to go into survival mode because the government is leaving a lot of people out there. We can't depend on the government. Now, I think is they need to do whatever they need to do to get us power, and electricity and all that back on. But they slow to respond in some areas. And some areas are not built for this harsh weather. So start doing now what you know to do. I agree with you, ladies.
And some areas are populated by us. Hello.
Yeah, in some areas, you're right,
Yeah.
are populated
Hmm.
by us, and they will allow us to suffer.
Yeah,
Canned
because
meat,
that's the
water,
tricky part about
canned
the
goods,
Texas
canned milk,
situation.
nuts, salami. She has a whole lot of stuff up here. So you just have to be smart too.
Okay,
And,
now what I wanted to highlight was a
go
comment.
ahead.
Somebody said bleach. Definitely get bleach.
Okay.
Definitely get bleach. And then the other thing is you were talking about hypothermia, and
Yep.
you generate more body heat when you're skin to skin.
Yep.
So in that time, like when you go on to bed and you cold,
Hmm.
it actually better to be in your underwear. So underwear, socks, bra, some gloves, and a hat, and then be skin to skin under the blankets. It will
Okay.
generate more body heat
Eat
than if
right.
you keep your heat to yourself in your clothes. So it's something I was watching the Nature Channel one day, and
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
just something I picked up. But think about it. When you skin to skin with someone, you do get hot and you do kind
You
of,
do.
want to get that
Yeah.
little space, because that
Yeah. Start
that
getting
body heat
sweaty.
radiates, and so if you all gotta be under the cover, together as a family, hey,
Yeah.
y'all
I'm
be
telling you.
warm, you
We
know.
always warm. I'm telling you, that happened to us. We took both mattresses off of the bed, and thank God we had a fireplace in our great area. And we went there and we put those beds in front of the fireplace, and that's where we slept. We just kept the fire going and we all slept together. Can you imagine? Three children, my husband and I, and we all bunched up. But that's what we did to survive. I never forget the time. where when we didn't have furniture and stuff, when we was just we didn't have furniture and we was waiting for our furniture to come and our house was totally empty. We went in the bathroom and slept all together. Like, in the bathroom, I put my baby, it was my oldest daughter, and we all slept in the bathroom for the heat on the floor. That
Okay.
was it's you just have to kick in your survival mode. But good looking honky had a comment. He said, if you know anyone in the military, I'm sure they can help, because he's talking about military rations. Military rations. That's what he's talking about. If you could get a hold to those, get a hold to some of those. They the canned foods, dehydrated canned foods. Buy beef jerky, turkey jerky, Slim Jims, whatever. Just please, please, please stock up.
And the
Not
reason the
because of
canned
this
goods,
weather, not just because of the weather, because of what's predicted to come.
And just because I'm gonna make an extravagant little meal for y'all. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna make some mac and cheese with stuff out the pantry for y'all to show that you can still have something that tastes good.
yeah. I
Right
was
out
gonna
your
say the reason why
pantry.
canned goods are good because they're already cooked and they're preserved and their
Mm-hmm.
shelf life.
Bubble
Yep.
Bee
And you
individual
can
pack
you can
too.
also cook and preserve your own food. I bought a canner. I haven't used it yet, but I'm telling you, when this pandemic hit, I was like, I need jars. Because if it
Yes.
does get to the point to where I gotta empty my deep freezer, I got clean jars ready to go. All I gotta do is sterilize them, boil them, sterilize them, and then as I'm cooking this food out that deep freezer, I'm gonna be canning.
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep all my jars too. Yep.
Thank
I
you, Miss
clean
All
them
That.
and store them. I got a lot of extra jars too. I was just thinking this morning, what am I gonna do with them? But I got
But you
some
know
bubble
what,
tea.
Monty, you guys have gave some great tips. Protein bars and Kimberly Black. I used to just eat these to Weight Watch for lunch. I got them out the dollar store. The little thing of tuna with the crackers in there. Those jokers are good. And the dry fruits and like the fruits and the nuts,
Oh
stuff like
yeah.
that come out the
Yeah.
dollar store. Just each
Yeah.
time you go, pay.
Get
Look
that
at to make sure
something.
you look at the expiration date. And listen, this is really gonna say y'all gonna say, Mz.Teavalocity, you crazy. Listen, even if things like that are expired, still eat them. You're not gonna die.
Listen. No, it actually they have to put a shelf life on it, and that's kind of
Exactly.
new.
You're
They
not gonna
have to
die.
put a shelf life on it,
Exactly.
and I think canned goods don't quote me, but I think canned goods last 2 to 3 years
So,
past the expiration date.
thank
Box
you.
goods is about 2 to 3 years as well,
Come on, Monty.
and
Come on,
um,
Monty. Come
and
on, girl.
something else. Oh, your jars and stuff like that is like a year. So just look it up, but you can actually look it up where food do not expire when they say it expire. They
It
have to
doesn't.
put an expiration date on it.
Right.
And it's a suggestion. It's
Right.
best buy. It's not it's actually
Right.
sell by date. It's not best by date. It's sell by date because they can still sell you a canned good up until the day on that can. Even though it say it expired tomorrow, they can sell you that canned good up until the day. They'll reduce it. That's when they get those
Yeah.
reduced parts in the front.
Mhm.
That food is about to go out.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
they want to get some kind of money off of it. So they sell it to you at probably the cost of goods just to get it, get their money back. So you just use those first. But buy
Yep.
those. They're still good food. Buy it.
Yep, that's what, and I don't think people understand that when they say, "Oh, that is expired." That's because the FDA make you put a date of expiration on there and the sell by date. But the food, some of the foods are still good. But like Andrea said, if you talking about canned goods, because I think Butterfly mentioned when you talking about canned string beans and stuff, they already cooked. Push come to shove, you take them out and you eat a cold string bean salad. You
There
make.
you go.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying
Listen, gotta do what you gotta
those
do.
beans, they make that cold salad. You do what you have to do to survive. Don't be ignorant. You know, Google something. Why you have electricity power and your cell phones and stuff? Why don't you Google some
I'm gonna tell
survival
you,
tips?
we on the best
Yeah.
Google search
And
engine
really,
right
technically,
here.
you're supposed to be.
You get a video to back up the information. This the best search engine ever. YouTube it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, yes. This is the perfect one.
So
I've discovered so many things on here.
let me tell you something. Anything I don't know, like if I was to say right now, well, what can I do to survive in this type of, situation? Google will have all kind of tips. And they'll have stuff where you don't have to have the items that we named and you can still survive. You have to use the resources that is available to you. You have to go out and seek. We only hear saying a little bit, but it's your job to go further and research and seek the help that you need. Like I said, to me, and this just to me cash apping someone will not benefit them right now at this present time. Me going to Home Depots and charging a couple of lanterns and batteries and shipping to someone, that will help them at this present moment and for the future as well. If it happens again. But
Yeah.
because there's so much scamming, doxing, and all that stuff going on, I don't want to be bothered. The only thing I want to do is send up a prayer to someone. That's all. I just have to offer prayer
Mhm.
because you done made me leery, skeptical, and apprehensive to even help people out.
And I totally
I would
understand
say
that, Miss Tiva. I totally understand that.
It's just
I
me.
just feel like sometimes, at the end of the day, when you genuinely give, however the person does with the blessing, it's really they're gonna pay for the karma of it. So, not to say that you should
Wow.
just purposely give your money away, but if that's something that you really want to do, and you really can't be worried about what they do with it, because at the end of the day, as long as you know the reason why you gave it and you was genuine and pure and why you gave it, that at the end of the day, that's all you can really account for. You know what I mean? So I totally understand what you're saying, Miss Tiva, but it's not a but I guess it's a but.
No,
There's
I
a couple
get
of
it.
ways of looking at it. You know what I
Nope.
mean? Uh, There's a couple of ways of looking at it, and like I said, it is unfortunate that so many
Mhm.
people have scammed, that it has made people leery of just helping people. It takes the humanity away from, and the humility away from, just the nature of the beast, which is real sad and it's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, you really can't control what people do with their blessings. If they block them, that's on them. As long as you know that you did the right thing for the right
Mhm.
reasons, that's all you can really account for in life. At times, I figured, you know.
No, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. It's
I
okay to use but because I agree with you because I say the same thing when people talk about giving tithes and offer. I'm gonna do what the Lord leads me to do. What they do it is on them.
Yeah.
And I agree with
can I
what you're
say
saying.
something to that though?
I was. Can I finish, Boo Boo?
No. Yes, ma'am.
However, 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 because of the environment we in, it makes us feel.
Thank you.
uh, I hate to say,
I
but
get it.
because of it. Okay, Monty, go ahead and take it away.
I'll say it for you so you don't gotta say it.
Thank you, baby.
Okay. I Butterfly, I agree with you. If this was a different situation, because of where we're at, I personally agree with the previous statement that Mz.Teavalocity said, where monetary help at this point is mute.
Want to do?
What
Yeah.
would be better is to help prepare them. Send them a single burner, send them some candles, send so that they're more prepared and they see what to do with the money that they get next time. Also, the habits. If I send you money, the first thing you gonna do is order out food. That's gonna irritate me because that's not going to combat your problem, which is you being not prepared.
Thanks, Dre.
So I would much rather in this situation show and help in a different way. A canned good drive, a bottled water drive. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then deliver
I
it. You know what
understand.
I'm
I
saying? To,
totally understand. I
something like
understand where
that.
you and Miss T's coming
Butterfly,
from.
let her finish, baby. Let her finish, sugar. That's
Yeah,
my butterfly.
Sorry.
something to that magnitude. Like,
Hmm.
no, don't be sorry. It's conversation. I get it. We cut each other off because we like, I got a thought. I got a thought. I do it too. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, something that would really help, and then maybe it would get more support. You know, you have your core supporters that's gonna send you $10, $15 because they feel bad. They want to help. That's the way they know how to help in this environment. But it's a bigger problem. It's
Thanks,
not
Dre.
just one person affected. How many YouTubers that we know live in Texas right now? We thinking about one person. I can name at least 6 or 7
Oh
people that
no,
I know
I'm
that's
thinking about
in
all
Texas
of them
right
because
now,
there's quite a few
and
of
I
them.
understand that they all probably need help. And I don't know, until you in that situation, you don't know what kind of help you gonna need. But I could tell you right now, if I was in that in that situation, the last help I would need is somebody sending me a cash app that I can't do nothing with. And so I do agree with, if a couple people want to band together and buy a generator, if a couple people want to band together and buy some canned goods, and somebody that's there that can get it to them want to take on the responsibility of delivering it, you know, like it could be other ways that we could help other than spending or sending money, like I just, my heart goes out to the people that's truly, truly in need and down on their
Yeah.
luck and didn't have
Yeah.
time to prepare. My
Hmm.
heart goes out to those people, and my prayers go up to everyone. And I just hope that what we could do for ourselves, we do for ourselves, and we don't wait for nobody to do it for us. I really,
Money.
that's my prayer right
That's
now.
true. That's true because the government is not going to come and save us. Butterfly, did you want to say something before I say something?
No, I was just gonna say I totally understand where both of you is coming from. I do.
I, I
I just
understand
look
you
at it
too.
different. I just look
No,
at
no,
it
no.
different, but I respect y'all's opinion too.
No, no,
You
no.
know?
I understand where you coming from because I just said it relates to me, as in reference to tithe and offering. When people say, "Don't be giving to the church, the pastor go spend the money." Once I do what the Lord tell me to do, and I give my tithes and offering, that pastor is responsible for them. That's what you saying in a nutshell, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And when I was saying earlier, the unfortunate thing is we can't expect everybody to be sympathetic for everybody because of some of the behavior have taken places in the area we in. So we don't expect that from everybody. So we're gonna have resistance. We're gonna have some yay and nay, and you're gonna have some people saying, they want to reach out, help these people, and you're gonna have some people saying the hell with these people, make it on your own. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
okay for us to agree. It never bothers me when someone disagrees or think different. That's what I need them to do, to be true to who they are. And that's what I like about you, Butterfly. I've seen you stand in your on your word and your beliefs when you were amongst other people trying to make you change your mind. You stood on your belief. It's okay to disagree with us. We all are
yeah,
individuals, and that's what it's about.
yeah.
Monty, go ahead, baby girl. So, Bonnie, are you going to, what can we do to contribute to these people in reference to videos or something like that? What can we do? You say
Well,
you will show us how to
we could
cook.
do a video. Yeah, we could. I'll do video cooking. Um, oh, really?
What's wrong?
Somebody called me. You know how they go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, I'll do a video, but I really want to show the propane burner, and
Please do that.
that just
Yeah,
so
I think
people
that would
could
be
know.
great.
They might not know what I'm talking about. A lot of YouTubers that cook buy those anyway. So when you see them and they not cooking on their stove and they cooking on their counter, that's what they have, like a little single countertop burners. Some people
I'm looking
have
it up
the
now.
electric and some people have the propane. The propane is the way to go because if your lights go out, you
Yeah.
could still use it. Um, but yeah, like we could do videos
Mm-hmm.
on if y'all going shopping and y'all preparing and y'all doing a haul,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
do a video and show people like what you're gonna buy, um, why you buying it, and just explain. If you have a blackout kit already in your house ready, show your blackout kit. If you have a pantry that's fully stocked, do a quick video, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we could all help a little bit in some kind of way, but really we gotta help ourselves and it start with the little habits. Like you said, when you go to the dollar store, pick up the dry fruit, pick up the
Yeah.
little crackers
Mm-hmm.
with the tuna, buy
Yeah.
one for everybody in your house. That's a little snack, put it up. Um, what I would definitely do is get you a little tote. Everybody probably got one around the house that need to be cleaned out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Get your tote, put on there survival kit, and start
Mm-hmm.
prepping. Go watch a couple videos, see what preppers are doing. What items do they feel are necessity. Um,
Can you go
just
ahead?
prepare ourselves.
Hold on 1 minute. I want to show you something because I looked up. So hold on. This is the single burner. This is the single burner, that the propane burner. So it comes in like a little kit, Monty. Can everyone see
Hmm.
it? Okay. You know how much this thing costs? 19.99.
Yep.
So if you want to help someone, Monty, thank you. Now the only deal is you have to also buy the propane, but they have the portable propane. They have the cans of, it looks like cans of propane. So there's
Yes.
other ways we could help. We're not trying to discourage anyone. I'm about to put y'all back up, beautiful people. Hold on. We're not trying to discourage anyone from helping anyone. That's your choice. But really be realistic. How can I help them in the now situation? I'm not giving them money, but I will ship this propane and this little burner to them with some food. And
Hmm.
if they accept it, that's what they take. If they don't, then they're not willing to survive. And that's just a fact.
Also Amazon. I know a lot of people have Amazon accounts. And if you know your favorite content
Oh,
creator
I
that's
do.
in this situation, you could send them food through Amazon. They have water, they have Gatorade, they have all kind of pantry food.
Mm-hmm.
So you could also send them canned goods and they even have chips and crackers and cookies and stuff that you could
Mm-hmm.
send them
Mm-hmm.
through uh Amazon Prime pantry. So they don't have, meats or anything like that yet, but you could definitely send them some pantry items through Amazon.
So it's ways that we could help you guys. Butterfly, you have any more to contribute as far as helping? Do you know any survival tactics or anything,
I
tools that
mean, I
they can
think Mrs. Money covered a lot, and some I
yes,
didn't
she
know. I
did.
didn't know about the the
Me
propane situation,
either.
burner thing. So I say she got it covered. She named everything
Did.
I would name. Yeah.
You know what? And to be quite honest, I didn't have that, but I'm going to go out and
Yeah, me
buy it
neither. I'm
just
about
in
to get
case.
one
I didn't
too.
have that money,
I'm
but
gonna
I
tell
will
my mother to get
go out
one
and
too.
buy it. I will go out and buy it. I mean, it's 19.99, and plus I'll have to buy some cans of propane or however they have it for these applications. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you so much,
Look
baby.
at you could use that Cash App to go buy you a propane
Girl, don't
single
be
burner.
spending my money. Don't be spending my money.
Okay,
Girl,
now
don't be
baby, now we counting, but we
don't be
spending.
counting my pockets and spending my money,
I'm
Monty.
I'm
Call that
messing with
pocket
you.
watching.
You pocket, there you go, butterfly. Don't be pocket watching
She done
me.
said it 10
Hey,
times.
still fine. How are you, baby? Oh, Still Fine said, please share the link to that propane cooking kit. I'm gonna have to get Benj a Diva. Benj, can you please find a
Hey,
link for
Ben.
can you please find a link for the propane? What you call it is the propane single. Hold on, Lord Jesus. My mind. What is it, Monty? The propane
Let
single
me go get it. Hold on.
burner. Is a single burner. It's single burner propane kit. Cooker. Here it is. Thank you, baby. Thanks, Miss All That, for stopping by and supporting me. MJ, thank you. V, thank you as well. Hey, Still Fine. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you. They're going to do it right now. We're getting it right now. It's one at Walmart. Oh, they at different places. Hold on. Oh, some of them start going up, honey. They start going up to $45, $21. I don't know what this company called. Webstaurant or something. So I don't know. Amazon has it. You guys, Amazon has it for. Hold on. This is a good show.
It is a good show.
Good show because it's informative. It's very informative. Monty was on top, but see, I know Monty is a preparer like that because her and I talk about, it, and I was like, "Oh, girl, you deep." Yep. So you got
Yeah,
a man.
mine is definitely
Yeah,
prepared. I love my
yeah. You
mixology.
Okay,
know,
so
Monty, she'll
on
prepare
mine it's
better.
called a portable butane stove.
Portable butane stove. Let's see.
hmm And like I said, I spent $30,
Yeah.
and I got the stove and 4 cans of butane.
And how much you spend?
$30.
From where? Do you mind telling us?
It's called Smart Food Service, but
Smart
it's
food.
like a restaurant supply store,
That's what
and
this
they
one is.
sell bulk meat and like it's bulk items. So I go there because I got a big family.
Yeah.
It's just cheaper for me. But they sell all kind of restaurant equipment and like camping, things that you would need, like industrial type stuff.
Industrial. Mm-hmm.
hmm And so yeah, I had went in there
Thank you.
in March last year when the pandemic hit and they was talking about the stay at home. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Literally, I'm not lying to y'all. I spent $167. When I tell you I didn't have to buy those items again for about 7 months. 7 months. And if you take the $30 that I spent, I only spent $137 on food.
So,
But
oops, sorry.
it's cheap, and you get bulk items. I bought a 50-pound bag of rice. It was $23.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a 20-pound bag of potatoes and it was $12.
So
But
it's
they
a
were
big,
like the
yeah,
big bacon potatoes,
like a
you know.
restaurant depot. We
Yeah,
call it
it's like a
restaurant
restaurant
depot,
depot.
right?
It wasn't $12, it was $6. I take that back. It was 20 pounds for $6.
Hey,
Um,
oops, sorry.
I bought a log of ground turkey. It was a
Mm-hmm.
5-pound log of ground turkey. It was $7.
Mm-hmm.
So you see where I'm going?
Yeah,
I
I
come
got you.
home, I break all of it down,
I
put
got
it
you.
in the freezer, and I mean, I bought a lot more stuff than that, but
Mm-hmm.
I went in there and I looked for things that could last a long time, that was on a good price point, that could feed a family of 5. And that's how I shopped. And literally we wasn't on the shutdown, so I didn't blow through all of it like that. But I didn't have to buy rice for 6 months. That was
Listen,
$20.
listen. Even if you live in an apartment building and you have a terrace or a backyard, and this could sound kind of, crazy, and you have a backyard or some area where they cook out, I wouldn't give a damn if you took a grill, brought a regular grill and some charcoal and stored that and go on your balcony and cook. And if they find you, they just find you. But you have to do what you have to do to survive. They'll
hmm
just have to find my ass because I know some apartment buildings, but you buy that little grill, that little George Foreman, like the one,
Yep.
and get you
I was
some
gonna say you could buy the
charcoal.
George Foreman indoor outdoor one too. Yep.
Yeah, that one. And you cook, and we'll talk about you finding me later or giving me but right now I'm in survival mode. And you do good to come over here and get something to eat if you hungry too. If I put something on this grill.
Okay. Look, I wanted to
Yeah.
grill in the snow for fun. Shoot. Imagine
Yeah.
survival.
Oh,
I'll do it for either way. I'll do it. Y'all know I love to grill.
we grill in the winter. We grill in the winter. Here goes Benj is dropping some links and you guys
Hey MJ, hey Jules, hey everybody in the chat.
oh
Ben
Lord.
Stinker,
Okay.
Andrea, kind to
Yeah.
me. Anybody that I missed, hello everyone.
I think this was an excellent show, and of
It
course
was.
It
someone else get
was.
off of it. But it is what it is. That's
It
what
was
they
You
excellent
can't
before I
please
hit the panel
everybody.
too, just so you know.
huh?
Yeah, it was.
It was
Yeah,
excellent before we hit the panel. It was
yeah,
a great show
Thank
it
you.
was.
Thank you.
altogether. It
Thank
was
you.
good.
Even if I miss a show, I always catch your replay, Ms.
You
Teavalocity.
do.
You already know I respect you a lot, and I respect a lot of the knowledge that you share. And we never got around to doing the interview that I wanted to do, but I just want to say
You
I
still could do
appreciate
the
you.
interview. I'm still
Yep.
here. You still could do
Yes,
the
you are.
interview.
You are.
I'm still here, baby. I'm still yours. You could still do the interview. That's up to you. You tell me, and I'll try to be there. But
Okay.
let's talk about this lady right quick before we go out. Listen, we're not, and I hate to do this, but you know how people take snippets of shit and they run and they make videos and make it seem bad. We have given more valuable information. And
Hmm.
facts is facts. And I'm always going to come down here and tell my truth. I can't tell your truth, but I could tell my truth. And whether people like it or not, I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to do what I want. And when I want to, I'm going to respect people, because I ask for respect in return. And we have a certain type of decorum over here. But is the fact remain? Everybody's not going to like you. You have come on here. These people have come on here. And I'm not talking about one particular person. I'm just saying these people have come on here and done all these vile, hateful, malicious, mean things to people. And you want somebody to be compassionate because you say you cold or you say you don't have this. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Lord, forgive me, but I'm not doing it. So don't expect it from me. But the fact of the matter remains, we can help in a different way. We don't have to give people our money, you guys. Stop thinking that giving people money is the right thing to do. We have gave you tons of suggestions on things to do today. So if you really want to help someone, why don't you just take one of these suggestion tips and really help someone? But don't, but you do what you want. Don't expect me to feel the way you feel about giving money, and I agree with both of my sisters on this panel. So it is what it is, and that's why we different, because the link's not working. Benj put up some places you could get that little thing. I'm really going to buy it, Monty. I didn't know about that, but I'm really going to buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I didn't
invest
know
in
about
one
that
too.
one.
And tell
See,
my
I
mother
always
to get
have a
one.
grill and charcoal. Like we have a grill, we have electric one and the regular one. I always have grill and charcoal, candles, flashlight. I have the lanterns. I have crackers and stuff like that. Sandwich meat stuff we could eat. So, and different cans of foods. But you're right. You have definitely helped me think on a different level of preparation for what's to come or what could come, Monty. I appreciate that. Butterfly, I appreciate you as well. And like I said, one thing I like about you, Butterfly, you stand on what you believe.
Thank you,
And
Miss
can't nobody
T.
shake you. And can't nobody
I
shake you.
appreciate both
Thank
of y'all
you.
too.
I
So,
appreciate both of you ladies.
I love you, Monty.
Yeah, I really truly appreciate it. Butterfly, you already know how I feel about you.
Oh,
You
Miss
my
All That, Miss All That, Miss All That, Miss All That. Behave, Miss All That. Behave. You
Well,
know.
I agree with that statement. And
Bonnie, y'all behave. Be
What
nice.
she say?
can
What
I can
statement?
no, I was
I
talking
missed
about your
it.
statement about you
Oh
can't expect everybody to feel how you
no,
feel.
I did. I don't
Yeah,
feel
no,
anything
Um,
for some things.
for
I
I
don't
me,
feel
definitely believe in
anything.
different strokes for different folks.
for
Absolutely.
me, what it really just is, a lot of people can I speak freely for a second?
Speak freely for Diva. Get ready to get the disclaimer. Diva,
Okay.
I'm yelling like she in the house. Look, I'm yelling like she in the house. Diva, put up the disclaimer. Mommy
Look,
wants to speak
She
freely.
downstairs.
look, I say my own disclaimer. This is my view and my view only. Period. Um,
Yeah.
for me, I hear a lot of that's karma. That's karma when people do things to each other. That's not karma, y'all. This is karma. The way you dish things out is not the way it's gonna come back to you. And that's why you always gotta be careful of what you do. Because you're not gonna be prepared for your karma. That's all I'm saying.
Butterfly, would you like to say something?
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya, my
I'm not
lord. I love
kumbaya.
all of you. That's all I gotta say.
With that, oh, somebody said not going to fake support people. Oh my God. Well, hey, Kim 75.
Absolutely. Always be your genuine self. Don't
Oh,
support nobody you don't want to.
right. That's what praying. Oh, I could hear the ice, you guys. I could hear the sleet or the rain.
I
I could
just heard
hear
it
it
too. I just
being
heard it hit
against
your
my
window
window. So
too.
I already know I ain't going. You heard it through my window?
Yeah, I heard it hit your window just now. Yep.
Yeah, it's really bad. But I went out yesterday. Kim said, praying not to get stuck at work tonight, but otherwise prepared food, gas, money, and batteries. Yeah, I have stuff in the back of my car. Um, Me and another person spoke yesterday, and they had to get stuck at work, but they always said they have, extra everything. I guess because I come from an area where we had so many storms and things like that, I've learned to prepare and put things in the back of my car. Like I can't wear a coat and I have a heavy coat, but I can't wear coats, you guys. I get too hot, but I always have my coat, hat, gloves, water, some a granola bar or something like that, chocolate, because I love chocolate and I will die without my chocolate, and I have my flashlight and stuff like that, and of course I have lighters and things like that just in case I get stuck somewhere. So I do have a kit in the back of my car that I make up every year, and I tell my children to do it. Hey, y'all do what y'all want, y'all grown, y'all out there, but don't tell me you stuck somewhere and you don't have anything to survive. Because hey, your mother told you to do it. Grown and all, take care of yourself.
Yep.
Since you don't want to listen to me.
Yeah.
But you should always have a kid like that. You should always have a kid in your home like that as well.
Hmm.
You
You
know,
never know
they
when you gotta
always
grab
get
and
on
go.
me. My family always get, why do you think the need you have to keep buying toilet paper, or you have to keep buying that? Ma, you just brought that, or you just brought that hand soap, you just brought that, body wash, you just brought toilet paper. Oh, we have plenty. No, there's never enough, because we never
Nope.
know what's going to happen, and we're not able to get out and purchase those things. But make sure you include in your list wipes. They have the adult
Hmm.
wipes, and they have the little sandy wipes, the wet ones. Include those things in case your water stop. You just take and you use a adult wipe and clean your coochie oochie. I'm just saying. And you
Yep.
leave the pecker Peter. I mean, you just clean it with those things. That's what they're for, you know?
Hmm.
So take a bottle of water, wet it really good, and clean yourself. And, just pray that your power and stuff will come back on.
Start building those habits now.
Yeah, start now. Home
And
Depot,
in the
visit.
dollar store always have like the little pack of wipes, the Fisher Price wipes, they name brand and
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
for people that like name brand. But they also have little packs of feminine wipes. I start picking those up and they actually smell really good. There's
Yeah.
like coconut scent. It's really nice, pleasant.
Miss All, why do I need hot sauce? But I love hot sauce, Miss. I can eat hot sauce on. Why I need hot sauce?
You put hot sauce on your chocolate?
No, that's why I love it, Miss
No,
Mama.
hot sauce on
But I
chocolate.
put hot sauce on everything. I love hot sauce,
Yeah, I
but I
gotta have
didn't
hot
think to
sauce.
put
My
no bottle
youngest
of hot
son puts it
sauce.
on everything.
Keep survival items in your trunk. We gonna get ready to wrap this up. I'm gonna be late. Let
Well,
me
I just want to say thank you for dropping the link.
thank
And
Yeah.
you. I haven't had y'all on in a long time. I feel
I know.
honored.
I feel
Thank
like I
you.
haven't been up here in a while. Yes, thank you
Thank
for
you.
allowing me up here.
well, I could start my fast now. This is the last panel I'm gonna be on for 40 days. I'm gonna be on my own channel for a little while. I just gotta protect my
Yes, I get
energy.
to come over
So
there
if
and
y'all don't see
hop
me
on your
around, it
panel.
ain't because I don't love y'all. I actually, literally, I'm happy this is the last live that I'm watching.
Why you
It's a
going on
good
a
live.
fast?
Mm,
You going on a fast?
yeah,
Great. You need a,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll be there, babes. I
but I know.
totally understand. That's what I did. I came to a point where I was like, because I started losing focus on my own channel, and I realized that
That's
it's not
exactly
that I
what it
don't
is.
love cross supporting, but sometimes you do lose focus on what you're trying to do, and sometimes you have to hone that back in. So, hey, Jules, I
Oh,
definitely
wait.
understand.
Before y'all go off, that's what I want to talk. I'm glad you ladies mentioned that. Listen, I see people supporting a lot of people, and I used to do it. And even if you stay in the bushes and you click in the view, you support. But I see a lot of people supporting people who don't support them. They losing focus. They so busy trying to help someone else grow. They're not growing their channel. You guys, we have to be wise. We have to cross support people really who support us too. You know, now it's a lot of good content creators. Monty, I always tell you, Monty, when you go get your channel up and go, but you want to take your time. But you do need to focus on your channel, baby. You know, the longer it
Yeah,
lays dormant,
it's just, when I do focus on it, I literally did content for 21 days and I wasn't getting the support and I got discouraged and I talked to
yep,
somebody else, about it.
yeah,
And I literally feel like I don't spend enough time on my channel,
you
building my
don't,
brand
you don't,
and doing what I want to do. But that's because I want to be, I came on as a supporter. I didn't come on as a content creator. I came on supporting people. And so that was my habit. My habit is to click on and go on and support other people. But I know that I have to change my habits. And it's not that I don't love the people that I support, is I have to stop gravitating to YouTube to support. I have to, if I want my channel to be successful, I have to spend time um, planning content, getting my content out, doing it. Um, I'll do a video today showing the burner, and I'll try and do a video tomorrow, cooking something on it, for you guys. But other than that, like, I just really want to take some time to break the habit that I've created for myself, and
I
focus on
totally
me
understand,
and
sis, and I
myself. And
100
what better
support
time
you.
than leading up to my birthday? Hey.
well,
Yay!
I'll tell you this, you guys. Let me tell you something. I know as a content creator, this is a fact. And Monty, I talked to you about it, so I don't have a problem. I know for a fact, you guys, that you could become discouraged when you hit this link and see that you only have 10 views, 20 views. I go through that. And sometimes I have some good content on here and I don't get as many views as I think I should get. But I do also know that that could be discouraging to me and I won't continue. But the more you continue, the more your support grows. And here's a problem that we have, you guys, and this stunts our growth. For one, we're not consistent. See, it's like anything else. People, if they turn on Channel 5 News and see Fox on every morning, 6 o'clock, they get up, they watch Fox News every morning at 6 o'clock. That's what they know to do. It becomes a habit. When you get up, you are looking for those things, just like we get up and look for our computers and look for our remotes and look for our phones. People look for us to come on, and then we don't come on. So that disappoints them. So then they go somewhere else. So in order for you really to grow your channel, we have to be consistent. Don't worry about the views at first. Don't worry. And I know that is very disappointing because I come on here and I'm saying, damn, I come on here only 10 people in. But whatever you doing, and you doing it from your heart, and you believe and you have a passion, and you created your channel for that, then know that out of those 10 people, maybe 9 of them got the message you are there giving, or they saw the demo, the food, they cooked that food. People had to email me and write me and tell me, Mz.Teav, I'm up in your bushes. I see you. I'm there every day. I learned this from you. I appreciate when you do this. Because I got discouraged, and you can tell. But the number one thing is, Monty and Butterfly, is being consistent on your channel. Don't worry about supporting people so much. We'll do the cross support thing. You know that. But in order to gain those people, you have to stay consistent. And
Yeah,
that's where
you're
we
right,
fell in at.
Mz.Teavalocity. That's
That's
one of
where
my
we
things.
fell in at.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely agree with
agree.
that statement.
hmm I put that on
Oh,
my
I'm
vision
sorry. I
board.
can't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I
I was
can't
just
really
gonna
hear you
say,
because I got that phone call.
and I
So,
have a delay, so sometimes when I'm cutting y'all off, I really don't mean to. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Um,
I'll mute Monty. Go ahead, Butterfly. I'll mute
I
Monty.
was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna say, I was just saying, I totally agree with what you're saying, and that is one of the things on my vision board. And I went through that too. I've gotten discouraged, and to this day, I typically at my top number in my chat sometimes is 6, and I'm okay with that because one thing that I also got from you, slow and steady wins the race, and I totally believe in that. I've been on here 2.5 years. I still have yet to reach 1,000, but I'm not as discouraged as I used to be. I'm not where I want to be, but I ain't where I used to be. And I definitely believe in my channel. So and I do have solid supporters. The 6 to 5 people that be in my chat, they're solid. And I appreciate them, and they motivate me to keep going. So I definitely understand that. And Monty, I just want to let you know that I love you and I'm always support you. And I totally understand and respect what you're about to do. So, I'm gonna be there. Definitely always.
Listen,
I'll be over there hopping on your panel.
I'm gonna always support you, but I really want, because I see a lot, and sometimes I don't say a lot, but I really see people, my people, supporting people that don't support them, and they putting so much into it that their channel, that person not saying in return, go over and support Monty. Go over and support Mz.T. Go, but we're putting so much energy in them that we're neglecting our own channels. But again, don't worry about the numbers right now. The people will come because you offer great content. You guys offer great, so they'll come. But just because I go on Monty's and Monty has a large platform doesn't mean her people go follow me. You know? So we have to focus on our own. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Keep going. Keep going. You're going to find the perfect niche, the perfect time, and the people will come. The people will come. But we over in the area where you got to understand drama sells. But it's getting better. It's getting better. You guys may not see it, but I personally see it. Everybody don't all want the drama all the time, so they're finding little places to go that's comforting, and they becoming comfortable because they're not afraid to drop down because people aren't dragging them, calling them all kind of names and doing certain things and dragging them and trying to dox them, so they getting a little more comfortable. So you guys, we have to stay on our grind. I'm bad at it, and I tell anyone, the reason why my channel growth is stunted is because I don't come on. I have no consistency, and that's number one. No consistency.
I
So
would say I agree and disagree with that.
okay, go ahead.
The reason I say that is because I have seen channels that are not consistent that have grown consistently. The other reason I say
What kind
that
of
is
channels,
because,
Monty? Let me stop you there. What kind of channels?
oh, all kind of channels.
No, no, no. But as far as no, 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 because I need specifics, because
Oh, I've
Go ahead.
seen crafting channels, I've seen mukbanging channels, I've seen
Mhm.
cooking channels, I've seen
Grow,
um uh
grow. You say you've seen
yeah,
them grow and they not consistent.
and they're not consistent.
Okay.
I know personally, I know somebody that has over 5,000 subscribers
Hmm.
and they have 11 videos up.
They have what?
11 videos over like the course of a year. They're not consistent at all.
They
So
not consistent. Is okay. So they have 11 videos, and you said they have how many subscribers?
over 5,000.
Yep, and they could be bought.
No, they're
They
not.
could be bought. They're not.
They're not.
You saw five.
This is somebody I
Okay.
know personally.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's
I get you.
really the algorithm. It's a lot. Like I know that I need to do some changes to my
Mhm.
algorithm of what I'm viewing, where I'm being put out, like all
Thank
of
you.
that. Um, I agree. Like I said, I agree on the consistency. It's not about the views and it's not about the numbers that has
Hmm.
been discouraging for me though.
Hmm. Oh,
So
it's where we at.
that let me just put that out there.
It's where we
I'm
at.
not, huh?
It's where we
I've
at. It's hard for us to get out of where we at. I've tried,
yeah, but
for
I've
real.
had some videos that I feel are very successful for me. You know, um, I get excited over 50 views. So, like it's not even like a view thing. It's really a time thing. You know, the time that it takes, the effort, the thought, and I have to get out of that reward system
Hmm.
um of what I think is winning in my goals, right? So for me, it's really a mind shift and it's
Okay.
more than just my channel. Like, not to go too deep, I'm turning into a whole nother decade, not just a year. Like I'm going into a whole nother season. And
Mm.
butterfly, I'm sure you can understand this. It's like
Hmm.
that cocooning. I
Yes.
cocoon myself and I come back and I'm like refreshed, I'm renewed, I'm rejuvenated.
Hmm.
And I just need that right now. I've been through so much in the past year. Um, Literally the week before my birthday last year, I had to tell my whole staff they were on furlough. And it just has
Mm,
evolved and kind of snowballed into something else. And so it's
Yeah.
been a lot of ups and downs for me. And
mm,
I'm just at the point to where I kind of want to cocoon and go into my
yeah,
shell
Yep.
yeah.
and get into my thoughts and get into myself and really just pour into me. Like I, it's like that self care and that self
Self
love is
love.
coming over me
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
strong. And it's not that I want to neglect anyone else. And everybody that
No.
knows me and, knows how to get in contact with me in my personal life, like we could still
Mhm.
talk offline or, whatever like that. But I'm just going into my self care mode, like
Yeah.
self preservation and preparation for what's to come. And I always do this before my birthday, but this year it's strong for me.
Different. Yeah.
And I'm turning 40, so I said I gotta fast for 40 days.
Yep.
Um, and
I
I'm
love that.
excited. Like it's not just a
Yeah.
YouTube fast. Like I'm going to be doing food fasting. Um, I'm giving up cigarettes. It's a lot that I'm giving up in this time. So I'm really focused on myself
Mhm.
and that self care and revamping. So it's
Well,
not like
go ahead.
I'm tired across the board and I don't
Mhm,
want to, I just feel the need to pour into myself,
mhm, you do.
especially when I poured into others.
Other
So it's kind
people.
of my turn. I feel like it's my turn to see what I'm made of. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yeah. And I told
And
well,
it's
people
I'm
this
gonna
not a bad
support
time.
you
thing. Like
regardless.
Yeah.
being selfish and
I was about to
having
say
self care
sometimes you
and
gotta
self
be.
love is not a bad thing.
No, it's
And
I
I
not.
just
agree
been
with you.
I've
And I
been
totally
in that
understand.
mode, you know.
I
So
understand.
I'ma run with it.
Monty, Bench said something that I constantly, I want y'all to know Monty is my virtual daughter. Yes, she is. I've said the
Yes,
same
I
thing.
is.
I thoroughly enjoy your cooking shows. I know, Monty. I know I say the same thing. Those shows were so needed, so necessary. I hope when you do come back, because you do need that time to self love and self indulge and stuff. And I appreciate that and I respect that. I'm going to support you regardless. Wherever you go, I'm going to support you. If you go over there and do tumbling, gymnastics, I'm going to be over there supporting you because I love you
Not
just
the
that much.
tumbling. You all want to see this tumble,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm just saying, whatever you do, I'm going to be there and I respect you and I respect that you need this time. But like I said, I would hope that you come back and do you. Totally do you. Don't worry about the outside noise. Just do you. And I think you'll be fine. And now I'll go to Butterfly. Butterfly, what would you like to add to that?
I want to just
Oh, I
add to
need a
that
sword.
I totally understand. I do. I feel like I do my best when I take time for myself. I always come out better than I was before. I'm a person that definitely goes into cocoon a lot of the times, and that
Mhm.
has a lot to do with why I'm not consistent on my channel, which I'm trying to really truly work on that habit this year. Because, like I said, I do have a lot of solid supporters that appreciate me and want me to be there as much as I want to be there. So I'm trying to work on getting out of going into my cocoons a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because there's pros and cons with everything you do in life. There's a balance. And that is a big thing for me. Like I really do, I will draw back because I'm a person that looks at it like, oh, well, I don't want to be a downy debtor to other people, or I don't want to lay my problems on to other people. Like I just have my own like thought process on how I want to operate. And that's just something I'm working on. But Monty, I totally understand what you're doing. I totally respect it.
No.
Like Mz.Teavalocity, I'm wherever you go, I'm gonna be right there with you. And I totally understand it, and I will be continuing to support you. And I get it. I totally
And the
get
same to you, Butterfly. I
it.
like your channel. I like what you offer. I think whatever you're gonna do and you think you need to do to come back on and do your channel, I'm there to support you 100%. And here's the craziest thing, Butterfly. I don't think if you know this, but I made a commitment to my subscribers that I would be on 7:30 to 8:30. You remember that?
Yes,
Now, let
yes.
me tell you something. I stopped coming on and I sacrificed that to support you. That's the only reason why I didn't
Oh
come on those channels. No, that's a fact. That's the only
no,
reason why I don't come on those times.
Mz.Teavalocity. Oh
No, because
no.
no. What? No.
That's so crazy because I chose
Why is that
eight.
so crazy? Hold
It's
on.
crazy
Hold
because I
on.
chose eight because I wanted to support you because you come on an hour earlier than me. So I said, okay, I'll come on an hour after her,
No.
and that's why
I
I
used
chose
to come
eight.
on. Mhm.
Wow.
I have
And this
revamped.
is why we
Yeah,
need to talk to each other, because if
exactly.
we want to cross support each other, which I feel like we all love supporting each other. I love the morning joke. It happens to be
I do
super
too.
early in the morning for me.
I do too.
But,
Yay.
when I can,
Mhm.
I'm there, right?
Me
And I
too.
love
Yeah.
yours. And it just I love your gemologist talk, right? I don't know what you call your show, mom. But
Just the show. Show,
it's the
show,
show,
show.
show, show.
Show.
The show, show, show.
Wait a minute. It's the
The
show, show, show.
show.
Um,
Yay.
but it happens to come on like right when I'm about to clock in at work, right?
Mhm.
But I want to support everybody. So I try to support. And if I can't, I support on a replay. But if we could talk to each other and
Yep.
say, hey, what time are you available? What works best for you? Because I
Yeah.
want to support you and you want to support me. And we could go from one chat to the next chat. That's what they do, right?
Yeah,
With
that's
the
what they
beef,
do.
we could
And
do the
yeah, that's
same
what they
thing.
do. They always be like, "Well, who's going live next?" I'm over
We
here
gonna
Thank
start
you.
having fun
Thank
we
too.
gonna
you.
start at T
Thank you.
Velocities and get our
Mhm.
morning
Thank
gems
you.
dropped. And then we gonna have a cup of Joe with
Thank you.
butterfly, and
Yep.
then Monty
Thank
gonna
you.
cook y'all some breakfast. How
There
about it?
Thank
you
you.
go. I
Thank you.
love
You
That's
that.
know what I'm
ideal.
Yes.
saying? We gotta
That's
And
think,
that's
we
ideal.
gotta
it,
get
yes.
creative, and we gotta start talking to each other and not at each other. We gotta
Yeah.
start listening for the cues, and we gotta change our habits. Our
Yeah.
habits is to click live and go when we want to go, but we not talking to our supporters. We not talking to our subscribers, and that's something that I do want to do before I launch my channel again. I want to talk to my subscribers. So I invite everybody to come spend some time with me on April 3rd, if I may give this plug. On
I know
April
you.
3rd, I will be going live on my channel, and
I
I
will
will be
save that right
asking
in
what
my
you guys want
calendar
from
and
me.
set an
I
alarm.
already
Yep.
got the cooking show and the budgeting from two of my day
Yay!
ones. So
Yes!
I'm
Yes.
incorporated. But
Miss T, I've been on it
I
too
do
about
have
bringing the
visions for
cooking
my
back.
channel too. And
Okay.
so I would like to
Okay.
share that vision with you guys,
Okay.
and I would love input, because
Okay.
I
Yay!
am going into
Okay.
my cocoon to love on myself, but I want to come back for y'all as well. And that's
Yay!
what I have to think about. I can't think about just myself. I got to think about my subscribers as well.
Yep, absolutely. I'm
You
there.
know,
I'll definitely
you,
be there. And I'm putting it in my calendar. So, because I am forgetful. So, I will be saving it to my calendar and setting an alarm. I will be there.
but that was the truth what I was saying. So I had and so I switched times and started coming on 10 o'clock. But that's neither here or there because I really want to support people. But I want us to do a self evaluation of our channel and who we are and who supports us. Who's down there supporting us? See, because if everyone we supported us, our views wouldn't be low. Think about it.
No, I understand what you're saying, Miss T. And to be
We
honest with you, I never said anything. I kept it to myself. Like I said, I kind of just I'm the type of person that also I also move on food for thought. That's a huge reason why I started focusing on my channel because I felt like I was supporting people and putting a lot of time and effort into other people that I didn't feel like I was getting it back. But like I said, I just kind of kept it food for thought, and I'm a type of person I will move accordingly. I don't always announce. I don't always feel like I
right,
have to announce. I just
right,
move accordingly, and I
right,
always make it clear that it's not I don't hold it against them, although my feelings were hurt when I really thought about it. But like I said, that's when I made a decision for myself to focus on my channel and, just get solid in the content that I was bringing because I did feel like I was supporting people that wasn't supporting me. And I was hurt in particular because there was a couple of situations that I specifically asked and they said yeah, but then when the time came, it was a no-show. And that hurt my feelings. But I decided to leave that alone
hmm
and like I said, just made a conscious decision for myself.
okay.
Because I still love them and I still support them. But like I said, I did take it personal and I just made a decision for myself because I didn't want it to turn into a mess. So I did what I thought was right for me and my supporters, you know.
I do take it personal. I take it personal because I'll tell you why I take it personal. Because you are telling me that you're more relevant than I am. That your shit, what you got going on, is far better than mine. Is that I'm too little for you to even support. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that I'm nobody. My channel is no one. You're not even helping me grow my channel. You're not doing anything. And like I said, you guys, I'll never, I'll never be I'm always grateful to Brianna and to those others who shouted me out, and I got over my 1,000. But it was my job to maintain the people, you know, to make sure I had the content. And it'll be the same with you all. We could drive, and people could shout us out, but it's how we going to maintain our channel so we will grow. So we all are learning and growing, but I never want you to, because I genuinely care for you. I never want you to get so discouraged you just say forget it, because I've been there. I've been there. Sometimes I don't even want to come down here, and not so much the views, just because it seemed like it's hard for me to move in the direction I want to move because of this algorithm thing. So I get where money's coming from. you know, but then I have to keep pushing because it seems like as soon as I quit, you guys, or want to quit, or just get into that place that you guys were saying, where I'm just like slump, I don't want to come out, I'm just going to focus on myself, I don't even want to do this, then I get an email or IG message.
Yes.
And that picks me up, or I get my team, my family telling me something, and then I see, and I come back different. So do what makes you feel good. Do what you need to do. I respect whatever you guys think you need to do, but just know and notice in your heart of hearts that I will always be there supporting you as long as you're doing something positive. Now, if you with that bullshit, if you with
Yeah.
that, if you with all that other stuff and that, dragging and cussing and whoring, because I'm just not gonna support a bunch of people who do that anymore. I go in DIY. What is it, DIY? Yeah, and other
Yeah. I can't wait for
places,
your challenge
because I
too. I
just
really
don't want to
want to do
keep supporting that. I just don't. And that's me. I have that choice. We all have free will. So whatever you ladies decide to do, make sure you keep me abreast. I could talk to each one of you behind the scenes. So I will keep up with you.
Thank you. And I just want to let everybody know in the chat who have cross supported me because of Miss T. I
See,
appreciate y'all
Nori?
too. Um and I appreciate all my supporters and Miss T, thank you for allowing me up here today. And I
Oh,
really enjoyed
always.
this conversation
Always.
and I'm glad that we had this time together this morning.
Thank you, baby. Stay strong. Monty, you want to wrap up something before I start cross supporting? Before I start
No, I
announcing
just want to say I appreciate you, and
y'all
I
already.
always have. And thank you, Queen Diva, for correcting me. It is Gym Talks. Oh yes, we on Gym Talks, baby. I'm like, what is it called? Gymology? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm a
but
gemologist, but Gym
no,
Talks is
I
the other
appreciate
thing.
you. I appreciate you, Butterfly. And it is not a goodbye. It is a see you later. And when
Oh,
you see
yeah.
me, I'll be a better me, at
I
least
hope we
1%
all.
And
better.
I'll be right there to cheerlead you on, sis. You already know I got your back. We in this to win this. There's no I in we. So I definitely understand it. And I love you.
So, with that being said, Nori said it too. She said, I seen a lot of content creators that doesn't frequent a lot of smaller content creators, but I see the smaller content creators support them all the time. And I stopped. I support who supports me now. And believe me, I'm very aware of who supports me and who don't. And they'll say, well, we be up in the bushes. Nah, nah. You need to show me sometime that you support me. And I know people hang up in the bushes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about that. Nori B, you hit it on the head. You know what I'm talking about. But with that being said, let me just tell you about a couple of channels that I do frequent, and I try as much as I can visit them. One is BB Nice. BB Nice, and she's with this young lady named Cobra. BB Nice has a beautiful personality, beautiful, and she has something called Poly Vibes, and she has good shows. She has adult dialogue, and it's good. She asks good questions, you can engage, and it's Poly Vibes that come on Wednesday. She doesn't get a lot of support over there. I shared it out yesterday. Take a minute and talk about, take a minute and go look at it. It was really a good show, and she has some good topics on there. And a lot of times, I want to be honest, BB Nice, I want to bite off of you because I like the way that channel, your channel is set up. I like those conversations. I like those topics, and I want to bite off you. But if you guys get a minute, check out BB Nice and Poly Vibes on Wednesday is really good. Of course, Butterfly has a channel, The Morning Coffee. That's a good start. That's a good start. I like The Morning Coffee, Joe. I
Thank
do.
you. I think that's one of my best ever yet too. And I just want to let everybody know that does watch me. I'm sorry that I haven't been on this week. My internet has been real janky, so it kind of got me down. But I definitely we will be back on schedule. So thank you for your patience. I apologize for my disappearance and shout out to those who checked on me. Thank you so much and I love y'all.
I'm glad you're doing well. Mixologist, she says she'll be back. Mixologist Monty. Now she may be back with a new name. I'm not about to shade. I'm just about to tell the truth. I have to keep up with the
No,
name.
I'm
So
not.
whatever
I'm
name
coming
she
back
come
as
up with,
Mixology Plus.
what is it? What is it gonna
Thank
be?
you, sis.
What is it gonna be, sis?
Mixology Plus. That's
Okay,
it.
so that's what we dropped in here. Mixology Plus. Make sure you guys go over and give her a click and a view and support her. It doesn't hurt to help somebody get to 1,000, and I know I harp on that. Please help them get to 1,000 so they could work on their monetization and get a bag too, like some of these other people. And even if that's not what they for, go over there, hit that 1,000, and help them hit that 1,000 and keep it moving if you don't like their content. But both of these ladies have great content. Check them out. BB Nice has great content. Jamila, Life with Jamila says she'll be back on here. Poly Vibes. Life with Jamila says she will be back on soon. So make sure you guys check her out. We got the BBK over there. She do conspiracy. Now everybody ain't into conspiracy, but I go over there and she has some good stuff on. It's that is what she do. If you don't mind, give her a click in the view. And I'm sure I'll forget a lot of people, but those are the people. Please focus on trying to cross support. They have good content. We don't always have to stay in this area or with the people we used to. Go out and see what YouTube has to offer you. Like, people wasn't prepared. All they did but have to YouTube a survival kit, or all they do but have to YouTube, non-perishable items to store in the, it is resourceful. Use it. Use it. With that being said, ladies, we've been here a long time, but I am so glad that you guys have joined me. But I do want you to check out BB Nice and Butterfly and Miss Monty, and Life
Yeah.
with Jamila should be coming back. It's so many content creators that's doing positive things and have good content. And Almond Brown, I think she just moved. Is Almond Brown '09? She had a trivia game show over there. That was great. Again, we need to
Yeah, I
get over
love
there and support other people, because there's more to this than just the drama. I see we all like drama and mess sometimes, but it's getting to be too much. And when you need a nice, calm environment, come on over to
too much
Mz.Teavalocity.
and dry and stale and boring
Come
too.
on over here. It's getting boring now because these people are just picking fights with people just
Recycling,
because they
same
want
old
you to watch them. They
nonsense.
get bored and then they start picking a fight with somebody else, somebody that's not even relevant to people we don't even know, because they trying to get their views and keep their views up because this is what they live by. If no on if no one is online, I listen to music. It's all type of meditation music to change our vibes. Is everything. Is this YouTube is a plethora of information. Reach out. Oh, Jill. Okay, Jewel Covey got a site. Jewel,
Yes,
Jewel.
that's my babe
Wait a
right there.
minute,
She definitely does.
Jewel. I subscribed to you long time ago, about a year ago, but I don't get notifications. So have you been active? Yeah, I subscribe to Jewel Covey.
Yes,
Jewel
but I
Covey,
was
please
walking through her
don't
to get to
mind me
over.
asking you. But Jewel Covey, are you a woman of particular age with like gray hair? Is that you? A woman of particular age? I think I've subscribed to Jewel. Okay, I'll check it again. She said yes. See how nice I said that? A woman of a particular age with gray hair. She said yes. I know I'm subscribed to her. Thank you, Jewel. Is under Jewel Covey. Okay, Ben's just dropped it. The BBK. I told you, BB Nice. So you guys try to go out and venture out. And Monty, we talked about it and you said it today, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to band together and just make sure we support those people as well. We go support each other. And like you said, timing, we'll make sure we get the timing together. Okay. But y'all know my work schedule fluctuates. So, but that's why sometimes I'm not in morning coffee chat, because I'm sleep. I just get home 12 o'clock, stay up, watch Sir King, because he the late show. And then I'm sleep. Okay. But I'll make sure I try to make it. If not, I'll catch the replay. Monty,
You
hopefully
always
you.
do, and I appreciate that, Miss T.
All
Even if
right.
you can't
Thank
make
you.
it, you always do make my replay, and I totally love that, and I always make yours too. So
Thank you, baby. I have
I
the support.
understand, babes. Yes,
With that being said, y'all, we gonna get ready to get out of here. Are you guys ready? Anything? You have anything to say? This has been a long show.
it was, but it was a
I didn't
great
mean to
show.
keep you this
Sometimes you
long,
gotta,
No, it
but
was a good
thank
yeah,
you.
show.
yeah,
No,
it shoot. Sometimes
I
you
no, it
do
was a
enjoyed
go
good
I
show.
long.
enjoyed myself. I really did. And now I get to go log off and go get my stuff together.
I'll miss you,
Absolutely.
sweetheart.
I just one announcement. I will be going live a little later. It will be an open chat just for us to discuss anything that y'all want to discuss because we missed our morning Joe for this past week. I just want to open up the platform and just just have a chill moment and just relax with y'all and show y'all some love and let y'all know that I'm still alive.
Thank you,
Okay.
baby. I'm
Thank
glad
you,
you're
babe.
doing all right. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, you guys. Hey, listen to this. I'm hoping that I'm I'm sorry, y'all, because we teaching at home, we learning at home, we eating at home. We Hey, Red Bone. Oh, I know I get so excited when I see my baby. She's still here,
Yes, red
busy.
bone.
But listen to this, you guys. Make sure that we remember this. Prayer is so powerful. Even if you don't give anything monetary, anything towards these people, you can always offer up a prayer. That's free. God hears every prayer. He said he will supply your needs according to his riches. He'll give the hearts their desire. The heart that he will give, Lord. He will supply your every need. God will give us the desires of our hearts. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so remember that even if we don't send any money, send a prayer that way because we don't want anyone really to suffer so long through this whole, thing that's going on. I'm getting tired. We don't want them to suffer. It could be deadly and dangerous. Thank you. It could be deadly and dangerous. So make sure if you don't send money and you don't send a care package or something else, you send up a prayer. That's simple. Continue to pray for Nicole Tyler. She's back in the hospital. We don't know what's going on, but let's pray for her. And she does have a GoFundMe. Binge was very on point today. She dropped a lot of links for the things we talked about. Monty told us about the single burner propane. She dropped that link. She dropped places you could get it at. She dropped the link of the content creators. Binge is a content creator too, y'all, but I I don't know. I hope she don't get mad, but she's a content creator. Hey, baby girl. Um, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But Benj is a content creator as well. It has good information that would help us mentally and physically and spiritually. But she doesn't come on that much either, so I don't know. I just wanted to throw that in there. But with that being said, make sure you offer up a prayer if you don't have anything to give. And I hope no one got offended by what I said today. But remember, when I come down here, I tell you my perspective from my perception of what I've seen. And that's just a fact. And I can't change that. And I'm not going to change that. Okay. I can't change that. And I'm not going to change that. That's just how it goes. Why my channel was created. So I can be the voice of myself and some of the other people who don't want to say what really needs to be said. That's facts. And call me what you want, say what you want, and do what you want. It is what it is. Everybody is not happy and willing and compassionate and empathetic for some of these people who are in some of these situations. Accept that and do your part and keep it moving. And with that being said, if you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and princesses. They are our joint heirs and they are our future. We're still working on building generational wealth. Monty does a great job researching stock and stuff for me, and I'll get back to that maybe perhaps tomorrow if I'm home, or the next day. We go pick back up on the stock thing. Remember, we have to create general wealth. We have to look out for ourselves because we already know they not looking out for us. They looking out for themselves. We need to learn how to survive because we are approaching time where we have to kick into our survival mode. Do whatever it takes for you to learn how to survive. Okay? Make sure you be a blessing and never a bother. It doesn't take much to bless one. A simple hello. How are you? You look beautiful. I like your hat. I like that dress. Can I get that McMuffin for you? I'll buy that cup of coffee. I'll open that door. I'll grab those groceries. There's nothing too little of a blessing that you could give someone. You never know where a person is at mentally. And that small little you look beautiful today may lift them up. With that being said, thanks for the super chat. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. If you didn't hit it on your way in, if you're not a subscriber, please take a minute to subscribe to this channel and my backup channel. With that being said, catch you on the flip side. Gotta go. I got to go. Here go my backup channel. But who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair's long.